up to a key. All of my boners got a cold. The motherfuckers acting fiction on my roller. I gotta keep Daddy down on my coach. I gotta keep Daddy up on my soul. I be a little, up in the middle. For the bitch get the whole time to you. On the day I say she got me. Bounce away in the risk, keep you. I be a little, up in the middle. For the bitch get the whole time.
Long gamers, it is time to match the energy. Let's feel the energy.
JFK in the mix.
Come on.
Get up, people get up, stomp your feet, let's get down.
Match the energy. Turbulence in the chat keeps the plane. We are all we got. The pivot is magical. One's up.
JFK in the mix.
I'm on the big light, I'm on the backside. I'm on the money in the mind in my backstage. I'm on the big way, I'm on the big way. I'm on the floor in the city in the backstage. I'm on the big way, I'm on the big way. I'm on the money in the mind in my backstage. I'm on the vibe, but my body gonna feel it. Jump in your middle, open in the middle. This is my time, I can feel it with my fiddle. I'll be your middle, open in the middle. You want the mud with my pants in the middle. One of my style, on the gas in the middle. I'm in the vibe with the bands in the middle. So when I'm down with my face, he's on my city. I make the music, take the money, now it's no give it. Without the dollars in the dark, then the street. I beat the papers in my head, and I'm through a key. All of my boners got a cold.
What up, what up?
I gotta keep Daddy down on my coach. I gotta keep Daddy up on my soul.
Static selector.
Yeah. We all reppin' for Boston, man. All green, everything. What? We were bleeding green. You ain't got history on me. We all reppin' for Boston, man. All green, everything. What up? We were bleeding green. You ain't got history on me.
Becky gifted 1 JFK membership. We are here. What up, people? How we feeling tonight, Monday? Would you believe it? You know how this goes, right? If you have any luggage, please put it up in the overhead bins right now. If you have a backpack, make sure you put it between your feet. Make sure it's real tight because things tend to move in a flight. But before you do, take out your nips, your vapes, your Cliff Bars, whatever your vice might be. Put your trays up because we're going up to 39,000 feet. Turbulence in the chat keeps the plane rocking. And remember, we got goals in different area codes. Go ahead and populate them right and now. And let's get the conversation moving. Let's match the energy. I like my girl right here. Weird Fall River accent coming through. Let's fucking go. Is my lucky number match the enemy energy? Let's go. I appreciate that. Avril coming through with some energy. They did something new over here, and I could star that, right? I have to star on myself, which is weird. So there used to be a section on StreamYard with the comments when people send super chats, and you could actually have a star section. You could pull them up. So now they're making you manually star them, which is kind of weird. If you guys probably don't know what I'm talking about, but the people who use StreamYard do know. I'm sure they're going through the same shit. I love you. Happy Father's Day belated. Thank you so much. And thank you, everybody, for wishing me a happy Father's Day, hitting me up. And what up, shooting informants? And things like that really go a long way with me. But the name of this live, I always intro my lives with a header. Disclaimer. This one is sometimes you have to go back to go forward. Was JFK a right question mark? And I'll tell you this, people. We're gonna get into some shit around the second hour. We're gonna get into some things moving around the second hour. And I can tell you this: if you don't wanna, if you got thin skin or you're confused about certain things, you might want to log off. And if you like this type of shit, then you might want to stick around, whatever your vice might be. I feel like where I'm at now with my platform, I actually put a I actually put a comment up, excuse me, a post up in the community. I don't know if you guys seen it. Um, but I can read it to you. And this is what it says. I've been getting a lot of pushback. And it's my Father's Day thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. That's all it was. Father's Day thoughts. It was one day ago. I am writing to share some thoughts on my recent experiences and the direction of my platform. I have put in work night in and night out, and I believe I have earned the right to speak my truth. As I stated in the past, I have reached the ceiling when it comes to partaking in drama. Despite facing fierce online bashing and smearing that has affected my personal life, I will continue to call out certain behaviors, even if that means facing further backlash. So never get it fucked up. That's not in. That's me ad libbing right now. Never get it messed up. Despite facing online bashing and smearing that has affected my personal life, I will continue to call out certain behaviors, even if it means facing further backlash, for sure. Let me tell you who I am. My name is Randy McGee, the brother of Todd McGee. Now, this is all kayfabe, meaning I'm just making a joke, ladies and gentlemen. Please don't take it serious. Todd McGee is not my brother. My name is Randy McGee, brother of Todd McGee. Todd is a former Massachusetts State Trooper who shares his opinions on true crime without facing the same repercussions. And I aspire to reach the same level of respect. I want to be able to provide my take on any case I choose without being forced to choose a side. The only side I am on is the right side. I have been in the trenches, ladies and gentlemen, and I have seen my name and professional work jeopardized. My reputation has been run through the mud by a community that are in denial about being part of, the cult. Yet I have never been afraid to stand against it. Recent events have shown that other influencers had lied about recordings because they were afraid. However, my crew and I never shared that fear. The JFK channel was right. We have everything documented, and I ask that our integrity no longer be questioned. And that goes for the haters, and that goes for the people who decided to unsubscribe to JFK, go on Twitter and make a case that I am a turncoat, that JFK is all over the place. He's swerving lane to lane. I just have questions and takes, just like right now, the hot take in Boston. Should they trade Jalen Brown for Giannis? That is the hot take in Boston, right? And if you don't know who Jalen Brown is, he's a Celtics player, the best. Won a championship with us back in 2024. And he also was the finals MVP. And he also led us to win 50 games into the playoffs this year. And they want to trade him for Giannis, a player who's actually a NBA champion also on the Milwaukee Bucks. And that is the talk of the town. It's no different than when I speak about Aiden Kearney that you guys get so wrapped up about. My question is simply this: does Aiden Kearney go into jail? Does Aiden Kearney go into jail help Karen Reed and John O'Keefe? And let's be clear, Aiden Kearney is trash. And I just told you in this community page post, my feelings never changed with this cat tuberculosis. It never changed. So the people who are jumping the gun, shooting yourself in the foot, I am a cook. I am a chef. You got to let me cook. You got to let me throw the secret sauce on there. You got to let me put it all together. You got to stay tuned. That's how this live streaming goes. I could talk about the Aiden Kearney case, about the prosecution, and ask that question. Does it help? If the House of Defendants really, allegedly, if they killed John O'Keefe, why does this dude got to be in jail? Now I get it. I said this 1,000 times over. Whether he committed witness intimidation or not, right? That's up to a jury. And honestly, it's no sweat off my back. It really isn't. If he goes to jail for 10 years, if he goes to jail for 1 year, it's really no sweat off my back. And either is it for you. Life goes on. Now, do I want to see him go to jail? No, because I believe that them people in that house had something to do with John O'Keefe's. Do I know that for a fact? No. But have they since come out to prove anything and show me anything to think otherwise every time we turn a stone? No. That is my opinion. That is not factual, though. They have not been charged with a crime. So therefore, the murderers are still out there, or the people who are responsible for John O'Keefe's death are still out there. Who are they? That's the question. I don't know. I don't know who did it. I have an opinion like many of us do. And the question that I have and the take that I have to make these shows spicy, so to speak, if that's the right word, is to speak, or should I say, ask that question. Does his prosecution help Karen Reed in her civil case? Because this is how I see it. But this is not factual. This is just how I see it. He goes to trial, say November, December. If he gets found guilty, the House of Defendants, think about their angle. Think about how they feel. Now, let me back it up a little bit. In the last 48 hours, everybody watched Loophole Lawyer, and everybody's been watching the fundraiser, which is a fucking insane thing. They're up there talking about fighting. Was there a picture in that fundraiser of John O'Keefe? That's what I would like to know. Was there a picture hanging of the memory of John O'Keefe? I don't know. That's a question. Maybe we should ask Kate Peters. Kate Peters, did you guys have a picture of John inside your little get together? I seen Testify merch, and I seen people talking about lawyers need to be punched in the face. I seen some woman from New Jersey who was hitting on Higgins. You want to talk about a shit show? And then the next day, this clown, right, tuberculosis, gets on his live stream and doubles down and calls Peggy O'Keefe, see you next Tuesday. You want to talk about a shit show, ladies and gentlemen. This is a shit show. Now, this is my intro. This is my monologue. Stay tuned because I'm going to take you back. I called this shit last year before there was a recording, because there was something that happened in July of last year, almost a year ago to this day, creeping on a year, basically a year. And a cat named Francis Gigalotti was having a bad fucking day. R.I.P. Jigga. He was having a bad day. Some people say he was on high-powered drugs. Some people say he suffered from mental health. Some people say a lot of things. But what we didn't see it in the death of John O'Keefe. We didn't see what happened to John. And we didn't see what happened to Eddie O'Brien. In the Eddie O'Brien case, we don't know what happened. But in front of our face, we seen what happened to Francis Gigalotti. We seen 7 cops on his neck. 7 cops while he was screaming, help. And he died right in front of us. And during that time last year, ladies and gentlemen, and this is coming up on the second hour, I was like, wow, we just got Karen Reed not guilty, right? We freed Karen Reed. She got found not guilty. We shared that moment. And then shortly after, right in front of our face in Haverhill, Massachusetts, right up the street, 2 things happened back to back. One was, I don't know what happened first. I think Francis happened first, right? Francis gets killed. And then right after that, Kelsey Fitzsimmons gets shot, or vice versa. What happened first? I forget. Someone help me. I think it was either one. I think Francis happened first, if I'm not mistaken. But it was the same county, Same basically crew of people, real close by, right? And now that became a talking point, right? Kelsey Fitzsimmons. We talked about the postpartum. Kelsey was a few days before, I believe. Thank you, Becca. Oh, what up, Becca? There she is. And then we reached out. I jumped on a plane. I flew to Boston. I went up to Haverhill. I met Becca. I met the parents. I went out to the standouts. I didn't have to. I didn't have to see. I didn't have to get a toxology report. I didn't have to get any information. I seen what I seen. I seen him walking. I seen cops approach him. They had a chance to talk him down. Then he ran away, and they go up on him again, and they're still trying to talk to him. Usually, when someone runs away from you, they grab you. If they run from you, you get put in handcuffs. Where you going? You just ran from me. Now you ain't running no more. But they did. They agitated him. And the only threat that happened, ladies and gentlemen, that day, the threat was when they hit the panic switch. And if you don't know what the panic switch is, that's calling all cars, basically. And when they hit that panic switch, 7 police officers rolled up to the scene and they bundled Francis Gigalotti, and Francis Gigalotti died. All right. That's what the fuck I seen. And as this was happening, I'm screaming to the top of my lungs to all these creators. And isn't it funny? Isn't it funny, ladies and gentlemen? It's no different than the cat Aiden Kearney, aka tuberculosis, aka Aiden Proctor. No different. He's screaming at the top of his lungs right now. I don't want the drama. Everybody look at my case. This could be my last summer. Please, everybody look at the corruption. But everybody's interested in the drama. Same shit. Same person involved. Last year at this time, the person that was involved in the drama was the same person that's involved in the drama this year. Would you believe it? And she goes by the name of Jess Machado. And the same person that got her back last year, his name's DeGlera. He took her side to go against a cat named LTL. And here we are going, hey guys, you guys got 60,000 subscribers. Hey guys, you got 100,000 subscribers. Hey, can you guys talk about the guy who died in Haverhill? I understand he got a flat brim hat. I understand Haverhill's a ghetto. I understand he might have did some drugs. I understand he got a criminal record. Forget all that, though. I understand he doesn't look like Karen Reed. I understand that. But just look at this video right here. No, we can't talk about that. We rather talk about LTL and do 3-hour petty streams and get Jess Machado's back. The same fucking characters. Would you believe it? So we were the ones last year screaming, what's going on? And I had made a case last year, like, what are we even doing this for? I thought this was a community. I thought as a community, if we see something, an injustice, we all get together as a community and we all get together and we talk about it. But we were the only ones talking about it. Oh, this channel was the best believe that this channel was the only channel talking about it. There were standouts every week. Every Saturday, they had a standout in Haverhill and nobody went. Nobody went after all that power, all that momentum of Free Karen Reed, the pivot to John O'Keefe, justice for John O'Keefe, that to keep that energy going, to let people know that this is a force. This is the new media. No, that didn't happen. They wanted to talk shit about LTL. They wanted to cancel little LTL because LTL and Mikey Crawford was making all the money. And she made a big impact, Jess Machado, right? And I ain't got nothing against Jess Machado, but I'm going back to go forward. And same situation. So you know what? Maybe it went over a lot of people's heads of what happened last year, but a cat named Francis Gigalotti died, and some of you people didn't even blink an eye to that shit. So since everybody wants to talk about the drama and everybody wants to talk about the attention, well, let's talk about the awareness, and let's put the awareness back to where it needs to be. People who deserve it, people who can't be here today, physically can't be here. And his name is Francis Gigalotti. He ain't coming back, right? And it's a conflict of interest. I can't talk about that. Blah, blah, blah. All the excuses people made. Everybody made excuses. But, but then guess what happened? By us stepping into that LTL beef with DeGlera and doing this little elephant in the room stream that happened one night, let's address the elephant in the room, because where do we stand? I was questioning where I stood back then because I didn't understand what this was. I didn't understand what is going on here. we're piling on people. This is what we do. And tell me what has changed. And I said that before there was a recording, ladies and gentlemen, before there was a Wilbur Theater, I called people out. So before you question my integrity, take a whiff and smell your fucking armpits and make sure your right guy didn't go left. All right? Try that first before you talk about me. Coming to the stage, ladies and gentlemen, is a cat. You might know him. He's a great friend of mine. Good dude, local dude. By the name of Kevy Kev.
What's up, people?
What on, my brother? You're a little fuzzy, but you're all right.
What's going
You're
on,
all right.
man? How's everybody doing?
It's getting better. It's getting better. You're all right. You're getting there.
Yeah, I got bumped off a couple times coming up here.
The internet?
Yeah, I don't know. It was pouring over here. I mean, I'm
Yeah, it's
good
all right.
now, though. I was able to
Yeah,
get
yeah,
right
you-
up.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. You're good. What's up, Kevy
How's
Kev, my
everybody
brother?
doing tonight? Everybody doing good out there? Glad you guys are here with us.
So let's talk about it. We've been talking about this since last night. Me and you had a 2-hour podcast in the Waffle. I was in the Waffle House parking lot. You was out back fixing a Yamaha QT. And we talked this. We just talked a little while ago. Go ahead, man. Talk to the people, Kevy Kev.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is something that was, we lived this in a sense. We went through all this a year ago. The same energy, the same temperature. One attacking the other, and it's really all gone to shit. And it's sad because as JFK said earlier in the stream, there was important things that were getting overlooked because we were more worried about focusing on the drama, who's making more money, who came into it first, shit like that. I mean, as what I got out of this is that here we are bringing awareness of certain cases throughout this course of, let's say the last year, because he's right. We're coming up to almost a year of this shit. We brought stuff to the community thinking that we're going to get a response from the community, thinking that the community is going to embrace a few things and speak on a few things and see some stuff that, is different from the drama, different from, people chopping each other down. And, I'll tell you, it's just taking its course. It seems like we're right back, we're right back at it, almost, the same temperature, and we got one guy screaming, hey, this could be my last summer. This could be my last summer. And I'm going to tell you something. I take a stance just like this, man. I don't want to see anybody go to jail over some, some journalistic shit. But let me tell you something. This guy here, I mean, listen, I ain't carpooling with him. And I'll leave it at that. I mean, I mean, either way, You know,
Indeed, brother. And I've been getting a lot of pushback on Twitter, long gamers too, because I called a couple of people out because I said the joke like I always do. People, I have a joke here on the channel when people have a grievance. I say, hey, send me 750 on the Venmo. Um, we can further investigate your grievances, and a certain somebody of the no longer am I going to mention that person's name because they went on Twitter and they started a campaign of trashing me. Now I'm the bad guy. Now I'm the turncoat. And I'm falling in line. Falling in line with what? Are you out of your fucking mind? Listen, I'm in the deep end, man. These people can't jump in the deep end. They don't know how to swim in the deep end. I'm the swim guard. And you got to let me cook. You got to let me cook, put my shows together. If you trust me, you would trust what I'm trying to do and what I'm trying to prove. I can't I can't overreact to things. I got to let people play themselves sometimes. So I can't talk about everything in real time because I got to let things play out the way they play out. And right now on the other channel, the common denominator is doing a petty stream right now on the other channel. Right now, next door, this is like USA and he's TBS, right? Like back in the day with wrestling, you watch Raw, or you know what I mean, or you watch WCW. He's over there, right? And it's like some people are probably switching back and forth. I'm sure of it. And there's probably some people that are usually here that are probably there because they want to hear him go crazy on Jess Machado. But keep in mind, last year at this time, he was sticking up for Jess Machado. To just
Yeah.
he uses people to get what he wants. This is what he does. He's a common denominator. That's what he is. He's a grifter. He doesn't care about justice. And then he says he's Mr. Community. Well, how does Mr. Community feel about Nurse Kim, who just recently came out and said that she basically was, tricked into and that's not what she said. This is what I'm saying and what I got out of it. She got herself put in a pickle and, thought, hey, I'm just not going to say something. And didn't say, I don't know if trick's the right word, but she got herself in a pickle. And she didn't mention as a community, we didn't come together and speak about this situation of the recording. And that's the whole point, right? Like, so people are talking about people have poor behavior, but no one wanted to point to the poor behavior of a guy who basically had us all gassed up that that's what he was about, justice. But you could see the turn happening with him. He was going right back to what he does. And since that recording, that's all he does. Now he wants to switch it up because now he's 5 months out of his trial. And keep in mind, I'm not falling in line, but I have a take on it. I don't think that's the same, having a take on it and falling in line. I want to talk about the case because yes, you could separate his case. I don't know how deep I'm going to go into with his case. I'm going to look at his case on a casual fan type look. Like I might pull up some footage when he talks to certain people, if it's Chris Albert and say, hey, what do you think about that? Do you think he offended him there? Do you think he witnessed intimidate him? But as far as getting deep into the paperwork and all that, I really don't care to do that because I really don't care that much about this guy. My take on it is,
and can I just add in on something there?
of course,
with looking over the case and picking up maybe on some key points on, was it witness intimidation? Was it not? Okay.
Right.
But the other factor that we got going on there is that we're highlighting that case for John O'Keefe.
We're highlighting that case for John O'Keefe, and exactly that's without a shadow of a doubt. And to add to that is because how does that affect Karen Reed's civil trial and their momentum going into the civil suit if they have a guilty verdict of witness intimidation and he's in jail, and then they march into the civil trial with a guilty on him, right? How does that affect Karen, right?
I would think that if if he gets a guilty, she's going to fall in suit.
Yeah,
keep in mind,
keep in mind, it's the investigation. Back to what he said about John O'Keefe, it's the whole investigation thing. Because if he gets found guilty, to me, that would be the nail in the coffin, meaning, okay, he got found guilty, and that's what happened. He's the one that concocted this story with Karen Reed. She got off a murder, but we got him a witness intimidation, and that's the end of that. Karen really did this crime. They didn't. We got him. We didn't get her. We'll get her in the civil trial. And that's the end of the investigation of John O'Keefe. And then the question is, does the sneaks is the best way to explain them? Do they get away? Sometimes the sneaks get away, right, Kevy Kev?
Yeah. Yeah. And the other thing too is like, to see, and I want to highlight on this too, to see certain people, make fun of or joke around with this.
It's a shit show.
It's a shit show.
I mean, you had and welcome to the shit show. Anybody could headline the shit show. Anybody can headline the shit show. Anybody. This is a shit show. You had the House of Defendants, Higgins up there trying to explain, oh, she got my number, blah, 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 sitting there next to his best friends. His best friends come up there, start talking. One of his best friends talking about punching in the face, that a lawyer should be punched in the face. You got some girl from New Jersey talking about that she was trying to hit on Higgins. Then there's a fucking bomb threat. I mean, what is going on? Jeez. This is a shit show. Yeah. And then the very next day, this clown does a live stream and he doubles down and calls Peggy O'Keefe a trash human being. Like, what are we doing, man? What are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Like, is this necessary? Okay, I get it. It's free speech. I get it. I get all that. But I mean, how many times are you gonna beat that dead horse? Like, I'm sorry. I mean, I could never.
Man, I'll tell you, when you think of that, how did we now? John O'Keefe, he was a police officer. He was well known, throughout his community, and he was well known, in his department. Okay, but how the hell did we learn to know about Peggy O'Keefe and John's father and his family? How did we learn about those people? How did those people's name come up into the limelight? The death of John O'Keefe. Okay? And people are bashing these people. People are talking shit about her, calling her names. It's John's mother.
Yeah. And not only that, she's the grandmother of the two kids who lost both their parents. It doesn't make any sense. And these young kids are watching all this. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to match the energy. Let's go, man. Kevy Kev, JFK is here. Let us take you back real quick.
Hey, man, what's up, guys? Kevin from South Boston.
What's up, Kevin?
What Classy Clippy says, she's a senior citizen at that. That's possible. Yep. That's possible.
Yeah,
let me read that out loud. Weird Fall River accent says, my assumption they made the bomb threat themselves. The cops didn't even have everyone evacuated, just saying. Yeah, but there's a video of the cat Tom CPU like kind of saying some wild shit. I don't know. I seen a video. I don't know if it has to do with that. I don't even know if that has anything to do with the time, the context to it. I just seen a video where he's saying something and saying, wait for something, wait on something. And then this bomb threat happened. I don't know if that if someone kind of just made that to fit that narrative. I don't know. Like I said, disclaimer. But the point is, that's the word on the street out here. And regardless of how it happened, it's just a shit show.
Yeah, that's a shame. I mean, and you know, just to take back on that comment you had up there, if you know, if that was, you know, a play by design by those people at that gathering,
That's crazy.
you know, I mean, that's crazy. And to see that, you know, the facility didn't get, you know, cleared out and properly, you know, like the proper steps weren't taken by, you know, getting everybody out of the building, doing a sweep, finding out what's going on. I mean, it was just like, hey, you know, we got a bunch of decorated dudes here. We're good. Is that how it went down?
Fucking wild, man. My heart breaks for the O'Keefe family. It's sad to think that if it weren't for his death, these corrupt cops would probably have been caught. And yes, no one even mentioned John. See? Well, we're gonna get into something, man. We're gonna talk a little bit about our guy, Francis Gigalotti tonight, and we're gonna take you back a little bit to learn a little bit about us.
You know, I know I wanted to say one other thing too. Was
Say whatever
was
you want, my
anybody
brother.
from John O'Keefe's family there at that gathering?
Well, his friend was. I know his friend was there. I know his friend was there. I know his friend was there. And that's the thing. His friend said that Alan Jackson should have got punched in his face or something like that.
Wow.
Because Alan Jackson was saying that they were practicing. I mean, just to mention
classic Clippy. She put up a comment. On the other hand, if all this had not happened, my bad. On the other hand, if all this had not happened, we would not know what we know now, which is true. God damn, there's the Kevy Kev, man.
Yeah, that's you, brother. Don't mind me, bro. I'm just fixing some things.
She is here today. You know, it's been a tough journey for her. You know,
Right.
I'm going to accept this.
And this is Francis Gigalotti's mother.
Yeah.
This is Kevy Kev out on the ground at a standout. Live in Haverhill, Mass. This is his mom's. And let's hear what his mom's had to say. R.I.P. Francis Gigalotti.
I'm trying to understand this. And, you know, she is here with me today. I did have a good conversation with her. She's a lovely woman, you know, that doesn't deserve this. You know, she's looking for these answers, you know, and she wants to say a few things on behalf of her son.
Thank you so much, not today, Satan.
And we're here to give her the opportunity to do that.
Go ahead. I think she's right in back of you right now.
Yeah. Would you like to say anything? Come right up in here.
Hey, sweetheart, how you doing today?
You met him.
I'm sorry for your loss. On the behalf of the JFK show and everybody here at Effery Donuts, we just want to say we're sorry for your loss, first and foremost. Can you hear me?
Sorry for your loss.
Yeah, I heard that. So, but I mean,
Yeah.
Yes.
And I hope you're doing. I heard that you had a little bit of setback with your health. Becca told us that you was in ICU. How are you doing today? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I have my good days and my bad days,
Right, right.
And worst thing about it is Francis used to come and help me and do stuff for me. Now they took him,
Mm.
and I had already proved he lost his brother and his sister.
Tragic.
So he's basically
So you heard this is a woman who just told us he lost his brother and sister. You want to break it down? I'll talk about his brother, and then you could break it down with his sister. The brother years ago in 2000, and I think it was like 2005, 2006, was out in Plymouth, took a swim, got swept out to sea. His body was recovered. Remains of his body was recovered. Don't quote me exactly on the dates, but his body was recovered like 2011, 2010. They got DNA from him. They found him. He lost her son. Then she lost her daughter, right, Kevy Kev?
Um, yeah, she lost, Francis's younger sister. Um, she was tragically hit by a car as being a pedestrian versus car. Um, and that person in the vehicle never stopped, never
Never
came
stop.
forth, left the scene of an accident, and that's an unsolved mystery. That's an unsolved case for
And
you know this family. And we spoke on this too before.
and
Um,
then she lost. Then keep in mind, then she lost Jigga to 7 police officers. She lost
yeah,
all three of her kids. She lost all three of her kids. One from a drowning, two from a hit and run, three by the cops. And on top of that, she got health issues. And you heard what she said. She said these health issues are rough, but they're even worse now because I don't have Francis around. Go ahead,
yeah.
Kev.
Francis, was a big part of her life. When I talked to her that day, and I want to let me reflect on this too. This interview that I did, rather, or maybe just some questions and answers. This was the first time that she spoke, I
First
would say
time.
publicly. She
No,
never spoke
1,000,
to any media,
1,000%.
which it was very, very hard for her. Now, at this point, at this stage right here, we're talking, this was probably about a month after Francis had lost his life. And she, to this day, on this video that we just played for you people, she had not seen the footage.
No.
The family kept it from her.
And the footage you're speaking on is this footage right here, ladies and gentlemen. We all want to say RIP. This is viewer discretion advised. If you don't want to see some in Becca, I'm about to play the footage of your cousin. If you want to just jump off real quick. Viewer discretion is advised, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Francis Gigliotti footage. Now look, the lady cop runs up to him, right? He's telling her there's so much more to this footage. I mean, this footage is like 20 minutes long. And the whole footage, basically, the best way I can explain it, he was very scared, right? Scared of everything, scared of his own shadow. But this particular part right here is when the cops intercepted him. Now, the lady cop is running up on him and he runs away. He runs away from like 3 times. There was, at that point, they know the difference between a guy who's on something or a guy who's having a mental health issue, no matter how you look at it, because one can mimic the other, right? If he's on drugs, he could be having a mental health issue, or he might not be on drugs. He might not be on the medication he's supposed to be on, and he's having a mental health issue. But one thing he's not is a fucking threat. That's one thing that he's not.
No,
You agree, Kev?
I agree 100%. We went over this video. We went over a couple of other videos that we later got, and we clocked his movements. I mean, he was not a threat. He was amped up. There was obviously something wrong. And you got to remember this, and Francis is somebody that, is familiar with the authorities. I mean, there's no shadow in that. It's you know, I don't know what day it was. It could have been a Friday, could have been a weekend. He doesn't want to get, you know, unfortunately, he doesn't want anything to do with these cops.
No, he 1000%. He don't want. He knows exactly. In the end, he's gonna be taken off the streets. It's a hot summer July day. The last place he wants to be is in their care.
Exactly. And I mean, and some people, you know, they get the wrong impression off of that JFK. Some people, you know, are not about that life, have not, you know, had run-ins like that, have not struggled with, you know, you could, let's just say, and it's happened to people. You might get pulled over down the street and get a ticket for your taillight, and then an hour later you're in a different city and you get another ticket for your taillight.
You
know, I mean, it happens. I mean, and he knew the outcome. And unfortunately it ended just, you know, tragically, in my eyes, tragically.
And you can see when he runs, like he's not even running fast, and he runs right, and they catch up to him. Now they caught up to him again. So he just ran from the lady cop. Now this cop has his hands on him. They got him. Instead of saying, "Hey, you need a drink of water, calm down," or even if they just let him run away, even if they just let him go and they catch up to him later, they know he's not a threat. They got enough experience on the job to know he's not a threat. They know he's having a bad day. The only way he was a threat, the only time he was the only threat there was is when they called for backup. The bundle team came through, the IPS, the inner perimeter security, right? Fucking is shooting informants out there. The SRTs, security response team, the goon squad. Yeah, the goon squad came. They came to bundle them. And that was the only threat.
Yep, the minivan pulled up and they jumped out and tackled him.
Look, he got him right there. And let's be clear. I talked to Sean on the golf. Sean on the golf told me straight up that if he was working that day, he could have handled this by himself. No problem. I mean, does it look
that boy? You heard? Be easy with that boy because he got issues. Be easy with that boy. Make sure you be easy with that boy. You heard? I don't think it takes all you guys to hold him.
You know,
he's screaming help.
And clearly, you know, JFK, prior to, you know, us going over this video before, when that officer reacts to, hey, be easy with him, he's like, hey, I know. Whenever I heard that, I said to myself, this cop has dealt with Francis before.
Exactly.
I mean, they're locals to each other. They're locals, you know. You know, and Francis, the other thing too, let's highlight, you know, at this point in Francis's life, regardless to, you know, what led up to this day, he was doing the right thing.
Yep.
He had a great job. He just started a business with a partner, a roofing business. I mean, there was videos of he was a craftsman. And I like to say that because, you know, I seen a video on the Justice for Francis page that, you know, he was making, you know, seamless gutters. He was running a gutter bend, a break, the bend, the machine to seal them. I mean, you just can't jump on a machine and you know, just make it look good. And I wanted to stress that out because I haven't stressed that out, you know, in a while, but that was one thing that I always, you know, respected about Francis is that regardless of what happened or, like I said, what led up to that day, I seen a guy doing the right thing. you know, and use it, you know, using his abilities to further on. I mean, this kid got robbed of a career. He got robbed of you know, his family, and to breathe the same air we breathe.
Long gamers, man. What's going on? How we doing out there? Peace chat, peace. Yeah, you're right. Kevy Kev.
Going out though. We're trying to. So be careful with him. Be careful with him. Trying not to hurt you.
I got it worse.
Be careful with him. Trying not to hurt you.
I got it worse.
We seen what happened to him. 7 people on top of him. We seen what happened. Bottom line.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a tough video, man. It's a tough video to watch. You know, and even Jay Brill. Shout outs to Jay Brill. You know, he was there that day, and he felt that.
Now I want to be clear. This video right here, as we travel on, this video was made 10 months ago. It was exactly, the date was August 6, 2025, ladies and gentlemen. August 6.
One word or a few.
Super outgoing, very kind guy. Loved everybody. You know, I just even now I sit here and go, I can't believe that he's still gone.
It's crazy. Sorry for your loss.
Sorry for your loss too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna continue to bring awareness on that long game.
And if you guys don't mind, one of my mods, can you put the link to this video in the comments? It's in my video section. This is a video of a standout. If you guys haven't seen it, it doesn't really have a lot of views because, you know, people rather the drama. It's unfortunate.
It's out there. We appreciate your time out here. Okay, we'll see you again. Right?
Please, all of you, come out, please. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Let's keep it going. You know,
Absolutely.
So,
Appreciate you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Great job.
It was definitely an experience. It was, you know, it was up. We got to meet Francis's mom, which was really sad. Yeah, Francis's fiance and his aunt, his cousin. It was just, you know, we got to feel like how we went to the waterfall and we got to see how that was. And
Indeed. All went down 7 police officers on top of a man's neck screaming help.
no,
Screaming help.
he wasn't shooting. He was shouting. That's what I like to say because I seen a video where somebody was shooting. Yeah, that's a threat. But Francis was no threat. He was shouting. He was shouting, help, help, help. When someone shouting, help, help, help. I mean, even as an innocent bystander, I think I would have wanted to jump on one
And
of
it's
those
funny
cops.
you say that because Too Tall said that someone should have threw cold water on the cops or
Yeah,
something besides just
stand there and tape it.
picking up their phones.
That's this generation, Jay. Unfortunately, you know.
Man, who we got here today?
Too Tall, live and uncut. What's going on, y'all?
What's happening now? He was a good friend of Francis. They called him Jigga, right?
Yeah, Jigga. I used to call him Jigalati. I used to call him, everybody used to, I used to call him Jigalati.
Jigalati.
Yeah.
Nice. Now, can you share some stories about him and tell us a little bit about him?
Donate stuff to the homeless people. I done literally seen this man give a jacket to a homeless guy because he was cold one night.
That's
you know
awesome.
What I'm saying, when we was walking, and I'm like, that's what's up, you know. And that encouraged me to give when I see people. You know, man, I give people $1 now and stuff because everybody needs help. But that's one thing that he used to do, regardless of anybody's struggles and everybody's background, you know what I mean? There's a lot of stories going out there that ain't true about him and stuff, you know what I'm saying? He was a good person, man.
Let me ask you this. What was his spirits like? How would you describe how he was moving out here?
He was moving like a grown man, to be honest. He was doing, he had a business with his partner, Louis Isaac. I'm sorry for butchering your name. He was doing the right thing. You know what I mean? It's just like anybody else. He was always smiling, always helping his family out, always being there for his moms, his everybody. Anybody, nobody. I understand that when people die, they go, "Oh, he was a good person." Because they always, nobody's a piece of shit when they die. But nah, he was a real good person. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't that. Everybody just has a bad day, man. Everybody has a bad moment. And this could have happened to anybody.
To anybody. And you're from Haverhill. What can you tell us about the Haverhill police out here? What would be your description? And unbiased opinion. There's good cops, there's bad cops, but based on experience, what do you think should happen to the police officers in this case?
Well, I think first of all, that should happen to anybody else. They should be in jail. They should be locked up. They shouldn't be getting paid at home right now. You know what I mean? And I'm a taxpayer. I pay taxes, so my taxes shouldn't be still paying for the paycheck to sit home doing nothing, facing a murder charge. Yeah, there's some good cops and there's some bad cops, but right now we got 7 bad cops that we gotta get rid of.
7 bad cops to get rid of, and guess what? They actually ruled that they didn't do anything wrong. And right now, them 7 cops are driving around Haverhill. One of them died. One of them that was suspended, she was a woman. What was her name again? The woman cop? I know her last name was Tully. She was the one that was given CPR to you're muted up, Kev. She was.
Yeah, I don't remember her first name. Her last name.
Yeah, her last name was Tully. I know that. Yeah, Caitlin Tully. She died, and she was the one that was given CPR to.
Could have just stood him up, man. He could have yelled, "Stand up, yell for help all you want." Stood him up, breathing, everything, But we got 7 bad cops.
What's the temperature like out here? You're out here every day. You're on the side of Francis. What's the temperature with the police? Meaning, how have they been acting? Have they been harassing? They've been supportive? What has it been like?
They've been harassing, a lot of harassing, to keep it 100. I'm going to keep it 1,000. They've been harassing.
They've been harassing. It's raining over there?
It is, yeah.
Give me 1 second. Yeah, they've been harassing. They want to stop it. They want to, keep people intimidated around here because for so many years they've been getting away with breaking the law. The cops have, because the internals affairs they're corrupt themselves. This Haverhill PD is corrupt, and they harassed everybody. They don't want people. The little girl, that's why everybody got chalk today, because they told the girl that she couldn't write in chalk in public. So that's why everybody came out today to write in chalk. So we're just trying to support the family and stay true to the cause. Let me say this. This is a little personal. When you found out Jigga passed, how did it hit you, man?
I was hard. I was in the White Mountains with my family, and I seen that video. I left my family in the White Mountains, and I drove 2 hours down here just to take a picture and leave a candle over there, because I seen that the cops didn't even put a yellow tape up, or they left the rug that the man died on still out there. They're not doing no investigation, no nothing. So when I seen that, I just had to come down, and it still gives me chills to this day. Wow. I can't even see that video like that, to be honest, because all I hear is the help. I understand everybody want to take out their phones, but man, throw cold water on them cops, do something, you know what I mean?
I agree.
Just stop taking out phones, bro. I know you guys talking about where everybody want to go viral, but go viral for throwing water on the cops, for breaking it up. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
It's also these neighborhoods that they just feel like, almost like let them handle each other, let them kill each other off. Like, who gives a shit? This was a man that just had a mental issue. He was no threat. He didn't hurt nobody. He wasn't.
Oh, damn. Oh, He's dead. He's purple, dude.
Charged with killing no police officers.
And the 911 call that they played was a guy that was going in and out of traffic, not that he hit nobody. And we seen 25 minutes of the tape.
Yeah.
Him just walking around being scared. That's all it looked like.
And from what I was told, and I think you were told too, Francis was approached by the first officer, and he was trying to help him. When the first officer showed up, he really wanted to help Francis, get him in the car and get him the help he needed, bring him to the hospital. But then his buddy showed up.
And they became the threat. They became the threat. Pretty easy.
It's pretty simple. I mean, it's basic. 7-on-1. Come on.
Tell him again, James.
7-on-1.
Basic.
Basic.
Every city has its own little reputation, and unfortunately, April has one. It's not too far from Lawrence. It's Essex County, and there's addiction out here. There's addiction everywhere.
Everywhere.
Some places are more blatant than others. You see it more, and this is one of them cities that you see it if you open your eyes. But that doesn't mean Francis Gigalotti, even if that was the case. If that was the case, he did drugs. He wasn't a threat.
No, it doesn't mean you kill him.
7. We're live, Haverhill, Massachusetts.
Becca.
Who do we have here today?
My name is Becca, and Francis is my cousin.
He's your Becca. Give it up for Becca. Give it up for Becca.
Let's go. Let's go, people.
I make the music, take the money, now we show me get it. Without the dollars in the dark, then the bitch speed it. I be the niggas in my head, and I'm people keep it. All of my brothers got a code. The motherfuckers acting fiction on my roller. I gotta keep Daddy down on my coach. I gotta keep Daddy up on my soul. I be a little, up in the middle. For the rich, get the whole time to on the day, I say she got me. Thoughts away in the risk, keep you. I be a little, up in the middle. For the rich, get the whole time to on the day, I
Give it up for Becca, ladies and gentlemen.
Cousin, wow. First off the bat, I just want to say I'm sorry for your loss. It's horrible what's going on. If you had one word or a couple of words to describe Francis, what would it be?
The most important one is that he's loyal to everyone that he knew and met and loved. Lovable. He was loved by everyone and loved everybody in return. He had an energy that's not matched. It's unmatched. Really. He was the oldest cousin in my family, and he gave everybody the nickname Cuzzo. We're all Cuzzo. We're all his little Cuzzos. He's our big Cuzzo. So, you know, he was literally the best.
R.I.P. Francis, for sure. Jigga, let me ask you this. How was he moving out here before he passed? Meaning, what was he doing? What was his spirits like?
From what I see, it seems that he was getting his life together and starting a business with his friend and living life out here. Hardworking man. That's another thing that he is a very hardworking man. And, you know, supporting his family, his fiance, his stepdaughter, his mother, the people that need him out here.
Now, he was a bodybuilder, right, too? I mean, he looked like $1 million, this guy.
Right.
Look at Francis.
Right? What can you say
damn.
about that? You see him train or, you know, throughout your life?
Oh yeah, he's always been like that throughout my entire life.
Or throughout your life?
Look at Francis, bro. Jack Diesel.
Ripped.
Right? What can you say about that? You see him train or throughout your life?
Oh yeah, he's always been like that throughout my entire life. Push-ups. When I was little, he used to like have me sit on his back while he did push-ups and stuff. And
That's awesome.
like random like things on the street, he'll do like chin-ups and stuff. Always been like that. Always been physically fit.
Yeah, he looked awesome, man. Definitely a lot of dedication there. To segue off that, we've seen the videos. They came out, horrible videos. What did you see when you seen them videos?
This is my first time actually speaking on it, like on camera, and it's overwhelming. It's a lot. I saw my cousin beg for his life until his last breath. I literally heard his last breath.
We all did. We all did, and we heard the last words.
Yeah, awful. And there's nothing that I wish I could do more than to just jump through the screen and help him, because there's no one deserves to die like that. I don't care who you are. No one deserves to be like that.
It's okay, girl.
Damn, dog, that shit's crazy.
Chooses. Who do we have here today?
My name's Michelle Rooney. I'm Francis Gigliotti's fiance.
Wow. First off the bat, I want to say sorry for your loss.
Thank you. Thank you.
Horrible situation.
Absolutely disgusting. Yeah, absolutely. I'm just so I'm still in shock. It's been 3 weeks and a day, and I just like I said, I'm beside myself. I have.
So at that point, it was 3 weeks and there was still no answers.
Yeah,
We want justice for Francis.
That seemed to be a big issue. Was the communication, the family being, any kind of response to them. And I think, that's what really, added to a lot of this, with the family just not really
in limbo.
Yeah, getting any kind of justice or answers, at all. So just terrible.
We're not getting anywhere right now. We're not getting any police reports. We're not getting any answers about anything. And these police need to take accountability for what they did.
Absolutely. Let me ask you this. How was Francis moving out here? Meaning, what was his spirits like prior to his passing?
He was born and raised in Haverhill, and he just loved it. He knew a lot of people. A lot of people knew him. Everyone loved him. No matter where he went, he was always quick to help somebody out if they needed it. If somebody was moving and he was walking by their house, he would say, "Hey, do you need any help? I'll help you." He would help out the homeless. He's a very giving, caring person, and he would do anything for friends, family.
Now, keep in mind, she was on scene. This is her on scene.
Hit me on my 978.
She's saying, "What's going on?"
Hit me on my.
He's purple, dude.
What? Jonas? Get it back!
Hit me on my 978.
You had to witness that. Horrible.
He's just an all-around good guy. I mean, he was one of a kind.
I was just talking to Becca. He was in impeccable shape at one time. What can you speak to that? He's dedicated, huh?
Oh my God, yeah, absolutely. I mean, he was very dedicated to working out and keeping in shape and eating right and taking his vitamins. And yeah, he took pride in his appearance. Always, dressed to the T.
He looked great that day too.
He did, yeah, he did. He was just he was the greatest. He really was. And I miss him tremendously. And it's so hard. It's very hard just trying to make it through the days without him. It's hard.
So you were there that day. Let me ask you this. What did you see exactly?
When they had the street blocked off, so I pulled aside and I ran up the hill with no shoes on. By the time I got up to him, I heard him screaming, "Help, help." And by the time I got up to the top of the hill where he was in front of the Bradford Seafood, all I could see was 7 cops on top of him, and his legs like dropped to the ground, and I could hear people in the background telling me that he's dead, he's blue, he's this, he's that, and I was screaming in disbelief. And I went around to the other side trying to get to him, and 2 of the cops were trying to block me from going to him, and all I could see his face turned to the right of me, and it was all blue. That's the last time I saw him. His face was blue, and the cops continued to stay on top of him.
Now, when they cleared the scene, did you still stick around after that?
What happened is I went to the hospital, and again they tried to keep me from seeing him. I went into the room and I grabbed him by the hand, and
I'm sorry.
and I rubbed his head, and I was like, "Please come back to me, please come back to me." And he was already gone because he was already dead in front of Bradford Seafood. And that's what took the ambulance so long to bring him to the hospital. It was a 20-minute ride. And
20 minutes?
20 minutes, because they went the long way, and I was already there with my daughter waiting for him to come in, and they didn't even want me going in the room, and I wasn't going to let anybody stop me from going to him and just holding him and just one last time. And it's very difficult. And
So sorry.
That's what I get. I can't get those curdling screams out of my head, or the vision of him blue. And I think about it all the time, and the videos just keep resurfacing like every 2 seconds.
Thank you for doing this.
Yes.
And I'm so sorry for your loss. And this is real emotion, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to try to get justice, and we are going to get justice for Francis.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take it easy, okay? Sorry, they need this real emotion. They need it. They need to see it. And I'm sorry, but they need to see it. They need to see that who this affected, how it affected them. They need to see this.
But you know what we don't have? We don't have a lot of people standing out here. I mean, we had a lot of people at the Karen Reed case.
A lot of people. We need more people. This is, a stigma situation. And to make it real simple, Francis was not a threat. When you see the videos, he wasn't a threat.
Wasn't a threat at all.
And the only threat is when the police showed up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, just to put some perspective and context to it, when you see the video, that's all it was. He wasn't a threat. When they grabbed him and they put him down, he wasn't screaming, "I'm going to kill you." He wasn't screaming, "If you let me go."
He was screaming, "Help, help, I can't breathe, help."
That's what he screamed. So we're here. Long game.
Long game.
It flickers, flickers.
Sometimes. It's easier said than done. Damn, he wasn't screaming.
Help.
Flickers, flickers.
I'll be a little
JFK in the mix.
Come on! Get up! People get up! Stomp your feet! Let's get down!
Match the energy turbulence in the chat keeps the plane running. We are all we got! The pivot is magical! One's up! JFK in the mix.
I'm going back to Massachusetts.
So during this time, ladies and gentlemen, this is the type of work we were doing. Immediately, we seen what happened to Francis Gigalotti. We seen him on the ground. Immediately, we went to where the standouts were. Immediately, we started covering it. Immediately, we wanted to populate it. We figured between me, James Jackson, obviously my panel, my other co-host, Kevy Kev 781, and Young Jerks, guys like Turtle Boy, Glera, Nurse Kim, down the line of everybody we screamed to the top of the rooftops to help us out with this case, to cover it, show up, just push it. I mean, but we had to approach drama, ladies and gentlemen. We had to. So to get this awareness of the Francis Gigalotti case and actually get an LTL segment on his show. Now, keep in mind, LTL, prior to us talking about it, actually did talk about it, but it was real quick in passing. He brought it up, and he really didn't stay locked in on it. And we had a little problem with LTL last year because of that, because it wasn't a problem. Now, keep in mind, there's a difference. There's a huge difference. We had an opinion. Not what these people do. These people want to cancel people, right? They want to say, don't follow them. Don't follow them. They're bad. They're bad. Make fake accounts, harass them, whatever you can do to mess with them, do it. We don't do that. All we did was have an opinion, because during that time last year, LTL actually went out to Connecticut, and which is prerogative. He went out to Connecticut. There was an audit, the Long Island auditor. He had a problem with a state trooper. He went to his house. He knocked on the door. And my take on it was, the state trooper had came outside with a gun. Long Island auditor probably could have got killed, because this state trooper was definitely off the rails a little bit. But he knew what he was getting when he knocked on that state trooper's door. If you knock on a cop's door, you kind of know what you're getting. My take was Francis didn't know what he was getting. Francis didn't know at 1 p.m. when he left the house by 4:30, he was going to be dead by 7 cops. And that was my take. And I was just saying, at that time, LTL had got a media pass to go into the courthouses. He was doing great work, and it was perfect. He had Todd on the show. He had Nan on the show, and it was perfect. So all we did was just say, hey, listen, man, you talked about it, but you just kind of brushed over it. And was there a reason just to brush over it? Because you've seen what happened to him, right? Are you blind? You didn't see 7 cops kill a guy? And Jimmy Taheen said it best, right? He said if 7 citizens was on top of someone's neck and they were screaming, I can't breathe, and they died, they'd be charged with murder, right?
All of them.
So during that time, we said that. And then, would you believe it? Jess Machado decided to make a YouTube channel. She decided to peel back the curtain on LTL about how much he made and how he was like how he went about, his time slots on, when he went live, just basically pulling the curtain back and just talking about money a lot. Right. And my take on that was like, what are you doing? Like, well, what's going on here? Right. Like, why are we turning this? Why are we pulling the curtain back? Why are we concentrating on that? And now during that time, one of her, I think if not her first show or her first interview was with Kate Peter. You know what I mean? And it was like, well, we see what she's doing, right? Like, she's looking for that, that's her intro, right? She's looking for that conflict, that controversy. And we're like, okay, we get all that. But hey, everybody, we just went to Haverhill. We just put together these videos. Like, we're on the ground. We're the waterfall guys. Like, hey, look what happened over here. And then Kelsey Fitzsimmons happens. It's like, you see what's going on over here? Like let's let them know our power. This is a community, right? Like, this, let's do it. Instead, there's a thread going on in her chat, and people started piling on LTL, piling on him. What a piece of shit he is, what a loser he is. And our take on it was like, well, LTL is like the perception. Now, I'm not, like I said, LTL, I said this last year, LTL could have a black belt, right, in karate. I don't know. He could know mixed martial arts. He could be the toughest guy in the world. But the perception of him is that he's soft, right, in a good way, not in a bad way, disclaimer. But he's not about that. Considering the Glero who picked on him looks more rough around the edges, right? You know what I mean? He looks more like, like a tougher guy, right? But, that's not to say that LTL couldn't hit him with one punch and knock the Glero out. But my point is that it looks from the outside in is that someone's bullying LTL. And the Glero took his stance on siding with Jess Machado and going at LTL and doing a 3-hour petty stream. All the while, we're sitting there hitting these guys up, talking about why is no one talking about Francis Gigalotti, considering it was news, man. It was news. That video was floating around, man. I mean, that's a powerful video. Like, you think of how powerful that video is now, never mind in the moment.
Exactly. I mean, and when you bring that point up, I mean, you got to think about, let's take it to the Karen Reed trial. We didn't get to see exactly what happened to John.
No.
Even with the Kelsey Fitzsimmons case, we didn't get to see that whole incident either. But with Francis, I mean, we seen the whole thing. I mean, we took that in, and it became, when you witness something like that, it's an image that you can't erase. I mean, it gets a little bit personal in your head, like, wow, that just fucked me up. I just seen something that I didn't want to see, And that was a big difference with, what are we going to do? Do we have to, we didn't, seeing that video of Francis, we didn't have to wait for, an investigation. We didn't have to wait for,
We went out there and talked to the people, man. And everybody was saying the same thing. And it was just that the people didn't look, they were from a different place. They had different color skin, a different area, a different, if put it this way, to the vision of these people, it was hood booger shit. And that's why we were disgusted. Before they ever called us hood boogers, that's what we were talking. Like, wow, because he doesn't fit the look. He doesn't look like Karen Reed. That's the reason why we're doing this. I thought justice is justice. So we called out the bullshit. But before we go back to go forward and we take you there, how many people want to go to the drive-thru? Do you guys like the drive-thru? Anybody down for a drive-thru?
At the drive-thru, send the super chat, it's just like that. We roll with a fly crew. We making smoothies after this, so I need 2 straws. We don't give 2 fucks. I am the one they adore. Yeah. Send the super chat, it's just like that. We need to pay for the drive-thru order. Come on. No fucks given. Made 10,000 last month. We at the drive-thru, suckers. Come on.
Y'all gotta light it up if you want to drive-thru skit.
Long gamers, it is time to match the energy. Let's feel the energy.
JFK in the mix.
Come on. We roll with a fly. We making smoothies after this, so I need 2 straws. Match the energy turbulence in the chat keeps the plane. We are all the one they adore. Long gamers, it is time to match the energy. Let's feel. Spin the super chat, it's just like that. We need to pay for the drive-thru drive-through. Suckers. Come on. At the drive-through, send the super chat, it's just like that. We roll with a fly crew. We making smoothies after this, so I need 2 straws. We don't give 2 fucks. I am the one.
If you guys want that drive-through, man, you guys know what you got to do. You got to light that shit up.
Let's go, people. Let's go. Light it up.
We got Becky, man. Marisol's working too. We got some
God
people
damn,
lighting it up.
Marisol.
Come on, everybody looks better in green. What's going on? Let's do. Everybody looks.
What do you want?
Static selector.
Yeah. We all repping for Boston, man.
So, yeah, you can't give him that. But yeah, we'll go forward and take you to the space in time. Becky gifted 1 JFK membership. Avril with 1 JFK membership. Okay.
All green, people.
All green in the chat. But during that time, like I said, it was we had to jump into the drama. And so I'm gonna pull up a video. And you know, obviously we'll look at the dates and times of all this. So this one right here is what the hell is it? So this video right here is this video was made 10 months ago. This is August 16th, ladies and gentlemen. This video is August 16th. And this is right after the pylon happens, after the Cape Peters, Jess Machado. This is that. What you're doing right now on YouTube, you're trying to exaggerate yourself like you're somebody bigger than you are. And it's like that's the first mistake that I see with everybody who gets to a situation that is. So I'm trying to give her advice, right? I'm trying to give her advice. Me and Kev are going over it. And I'm like, you're exaggerating like your worth. You know what I mean? Like, don't do that. You know, they can monetize and it's a good thing. Don't fuck it up before it even starts. You know what I mean? Don't spend your money before you even get it. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to give you advice. I mean, if you ask me, LTL did you a favor, right? Like he gave you some bread and he gave you a platform. So, you know what I mean? And you did the right thing. You created your own side hustle, your own thing. It's the same thing with James Jackson. He could go on his live tomorrow and do the layover. And he could do whatever he wants. He could get Alan Jackson on there tomorrow, his uncle. That's what he's supposed to do. I would want him to do that. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, this date of this is August 16, 2025. But if he doesn't do that, that's on him. He can't blame me for things not working out for him. You know what I mean? And that's what it kind of looks like. Maybe that's not your intentions. Let's be clear. Disclaimer. That might not be your intentions. You were just trying to make good content. You're trying to, what brings ratings. That's why you got Kate Peter. You wouldn't have Kate Peter on the show, your show, if you wasn't trying to get a pop. The problem with a cheap pop, that's exactly what it is. It's a cheap pop. It's just attention. Now you get the pop. But where's the replay value? How many people are going to replay that Kate Peters interview? They're going to watch it once and that's it. And that's even if they get through it all. Where's the awareness? So what I'm saying is let's not focus on the attention. Let's focus on the awareness. I know it's a fine line, attention and awareness, but the awareness should be on what's happening to Francis Gigalotti and dudes like him every single day. So I'm already saying, like, what's going on? We're busting our ass for the Francis case. You guys want the drama? Like, where the fuck do we stand? Like, this is what it's turned into. Like before we, like, you could see the writing on the wall. You could see it.
To the little girl who turns 14 years old and someone says, hey, take a pill, and she takes it and it's a Fetty pill and she's dead. Just like that. That's the type of shit we're talking about. You know what I mean? Generational curses. That's the awareness. The attention is what I'm doing right now. I know what this is, but I'm trying to put the awareness there by name dropping Francis.
And I'm saying, listen, I know that I'm jumping in this and I'm talking about the drama. This is August 16th of last year, but I know this is going to get me negative attention. But in the meantime, while I'm getting this negative attention, I'm going to try to direct everybody to the Francis Gigalotti case. And maybe I could get some awareness on this case because nobody's listening. So maybe if I jump in and with opinion about the drama, I could get your fucking attention to have you be aware of what happened to Francis. And I said this a year ago, 10 months ago to be exact.
And this is kind of going against what I'm about. And I get that. I'm probably talking with both sides of my mouth. But hey,
and I said it right there. This is probably what going against what I'm about.
This is kind of going against what I'm about.
And I'm probably talking with both sides of my mouth.
Get that. I'm probably talking with both sides of my mouth. But hey, sometimes you can't beat them. You got to join them, right? To get, roll with the momentum. And I guess this is what everybody's talking about. But hey, be clear. The only reason why I'm talking about it because there's a cat named Francis Gigalotti that got beat down by 7 police. And while we got people that are being watched by thousands of people, and they could be saying his name like me, instead they're talking about each other.
Now I said that August 16, 2025.
And that was the best thing you could have said. Like,
and that was before
here we are, just trying to get Francis Gigalotti's name mentioned and a little hindsight on it. And everybody else is just attacking themselves and going after this and putting themselves. And I remember a little, maybe a couple of days after this incident,
we're going to get into it.
They're talking about, these positions and where you fall and where you have to be to stay afloat with the community.
Now keep in mind at this time, it's no different than what happened. I said this at the beginning of the show. Now tuberculosis is saying, hey guys, forget the drama. Everybody concentrate on my case. The same people that were involved in the drama last year, the person that you've seen on screen just now, Jess Machado and Glera. The difference is the Glera got Jess Machado's back to take out LTL. Now he's against Jess Machado. But it's the same thing. And the difference is that we were screaming, what about Francis Gigalotti? And Turtle Boy screaming, what about my case? It's the same fucking thing. Right? And the thing is, you know how it's even more the same thing? You, tuberculosis, was saying it was a conflict of interest. You couldn't talk about Francis Gigalotti. And I'm at the point to say it's a conflict of interest to talk about your case because too many people in my audience fucking hate you. And they would hate for me to talk about how you shouldn't be in jail. They want me to stand up here right now and say, I can't wait for you to go to jail. They want me to say, hey, when you get up to Shirley Max, I'm going to make a phone call to one of my boys that been there since fucking 96. And when you walk through the doors, you're going to get a blanket party. That's what they want me to say. So it's the same story, same people, the same drama. This was before a recording. This was before a Wilbur. This was right after the trial of Karen Reed being free. This was my take on it. No petty stream, no membership, me just talking out loud, knowing that I could be attacked by the cult at any minute, knowing I had no leg to stand on against the cult. And now in 2026, you fucking losers, and I'm not talking about my long game, is you losers that unsubscribed have the fucking audacity to talk about my integrity. Where the fuck were you when I was getting piled on? Where were you? You were on Twitter with a fucking Winnie the Pooh avatar. I'm here every night with my face showing, gray hairs popping out. I'm here every night. Don't ever question my integrity. Like I said, you have options. One of them is you can go play in traffic. All right? The fuck out of here with that shit. I said this way before a recording, way before the recording. This was my stance. So when the recording happened, that's the reason why me and Kev was so pissed off, because we seen it. We were watching it unfold. Now it's like we're not talking about Francis Gigalotti, but yet we're going to talk about people's poor behavior in the community. But now this guy got the poorest behavior in the community, and we're just not going to talk about that. We could do petty streams on LTL. We could do petty streams on fucking Mikey Crawford. And I was just ready for my petty stream. I knew where I was getting lined up. It was only a matter of time before I was going to get lined up. But before that happened, they said, hey, look, this guy recorded Karen Reed. And Karen hit us up and said, these people are fugazi. And all we did was just echo her and say, yo, look, here's Karen. This is what she says. And instead of talking about his poor behavior, you guys sided with him. And now you're doing petty streams on the other channel. Nurse Kim just came out and just said that she knew about the recording. Is this clown Mr. Community? Is that his name, Mr. Community, the Glera? Did he ever say the truth yet? Has on that petty stream, has he mentioned that he heard the recording? Or is he just going to act like Nurse Kim just didn't do 2 lives back to back telling her truth? Is he going to act like that didn't happen, Mr. Community? Isn't he Mr. Community? He should know everything that goes on in the community. Isn't Nurse Kim his homie? Isn't them his words? The name of this stream, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes you have to go back to go forward. Was JFK right? I don't know. Go ahead, Kevy Kev. Talk to the people.
You know, and it was this time last year, you know, that we seen all, like you said, we seen all this shit. We seen all this shit, you know, that, you know, when we seen that Spaces, man, that night, you just said, you know, it pissed us off. It really did, man. I mean, I can remember saying to you, what the fuck is going on? This person's really going to let this happen? You know? He ain't going to fucking confront this shit right off the rip.
No one confronted it. Everybody went quiet. But yet, everybody a month prior to that was taking out LTL, piled on him, and did petty streams and did, how about the petty streams on Mikey Crawford, calling him a cunt, calling him a pussy?
You know,
this is right after the Karen Reed trial. Then he buddied up with Mikey Crawford when the Karen Reed trial was over. He said, let's make friends, because he realized that Mikey Crawford was still standing the test of time. That's what he does. He's a snake. He's the common denominator.
You know,
Bottom line.
Would you ever, I mean, could you say to yourself, do you think, you know, somebody could be calculated enough to put these people in a pickle like this just to make it easier to break off some kind of a relationship with them? Do you follow where I'm coming from?
No.
You know, like, say somebody sees that there's a, you know, not a threat, but, you know, these people are taken out of your pocket, and you've aligned them in a certain order. But at some point, you know, you're going to have to detach, you know, and what an easy way to put certain people in, you know, have something tainted in that circle that you could always go, you know, that you could go back to. And I mean, look what's going on. You know, whoever got those recordings released to them, they're the ones that are all, you know, in a situation. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, if these people didn't hear the recordings and didn't lie about them, they wouldn't be in that situation.
I get you, brother.
A play by design is what I'm trying to say.
Possibly. Let's go back to That was August 15th. Let's go back to August 18th, 2025. This is way before recording. This is when LTL came up on the stage. This is when Glera came up on the stage. This is when we called out the bullshit. This is when I was like, what is this community? What is this? What is this? This is way before recorded, man. This is way before any of that. The recording was just me at my wit's end. I knew where this was going. I seen where this was going. You had people who got lucky. They could go live in the morning and all they had to do was play a Karen Reed trial. They were getting all these views, money getting thrown at them. But when the creativity part has to kick in and they have to go into baselines and become something, they didn't know what to do. They went right back to their traits, right back to their survival kit. Glera is 1000% a drama channel. He lies. He uses words like community. He comes from that. He likes to battle other creators. This is what he does. And when he eats all this up and all this is done, he's going to move on to another community and do the same thing. He's going to weasel his way in, and then he's going to strike, and he's going to do the same thing. But now he came up with a new game plan. He modified the petty stream. He figured out a way to take your money and you guys fall right for it. Just give them the members. I could do the same thing right now. I could stop this live right now, ladies and gentlemen, right? And could say, before I go further, I'm turning it to members only. Should I do that? We're in the second hour right now. We're creeping on 1 hour and 43 minutes. I said in the second hour, we're going to talk about things. Should I turn this into members only and make everybody get memberships to go watch? Should I do that? But why not, right? Everybody else is doing it. Why not, right? No one else cares, right? Or should I keep it? What should I do?
I don't know, man. It's your call.
I'm asking you, Playboy. Who wants to hear a drive-through skit?
One day your door, yeah, yeah. Spin the super chat, it's just like that. We need to pay for the drive-through order. Come on, 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 come on. No fucks given. Made 10,000 last month. We at the drive-through suckers. Come on. At the drive-through, send the super chat, it's just like that. We roll with a fly crew. We making smoothies after this, so I need
Long gamers, it is time to match the energy. Let's feel the energy.
JFK in the mix.
Come on.
I walked outside.
We in the hood? Or the hood is in here?
Absolutely. Sticky fingers, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to the stream. Let's go. Let's make the go. Guess we are the hood boogers.
All the hood boogers, scratch that. Maybe it's because we too good looking.
They can get up.
Turbulence in the Who wants to hear a drive-through skit? What's up?
Let's go. Let's go, people.
They don't really want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. That's okay. So I'm not going to turn it to members only because I don't do that. I'm just waiting until I hit the 2-hour mark. The people who don't want to hear this shit, the people who have a strong opinion, the people who had the nerve to talk about me and say I don't have integrity, and the people who said that I fell in line, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to go in your bathroom and I want you to look around and you're going to see a sink. It's white. It's porcelain. I want you to stare down at it. Just keep looking. And when you keep looking down, the vertigo will kick in, right? And you'll get a little dizzy. And I want you to bring your head all the way back. And the sink is going to look a lot further than close. And I want you to go as hard as you can forward. And then you're going to bash your head off that sink. Chances are you're probably going to bleed. And as you're bleeding, I want you to sit back and say, holy shit, I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding. And I want you to fall back. And then I want you to rub that integrity all over your chest, right? And I want you to unsubscribe right? And never come back to my fucking channel again since you question who I am. I'm questioning who you are, Winnie the Pooh avatar. I'm questioning on who you are with your weird little chat rat avatars or your weird fucking AI avatar. Who are you really? What do you really look like? I'm here every night. Identify yourself or forever hold your peace.
Would you believe it?
I'm sick and tired of these flip-floppers, these people who don't have channels that don't, and I'm not saying that, I don't appreciate chats, but the people who go on Twitter that take to Twitter and just try to make a smear campaign because they want to hear they want to hear things their way. They want to control it and then say, I'm not trying to control anything. I'm not trying to make you do anything. But then as soon as you dig into them a little bit, you say something, just a little tiny bit, something, they just bug out and they just go to Twitter and try to bash you and try to say something like JFK's falling in line. JFK will never fall in line. My name is Randy. You have no idea who I am. I will never fall in any line. I will talk about what I want to talk about when I want to talk about it. And I will always make my take. And every take that I ever made so far in this Karen Reed movement been 1000% spot on. And I'm going back to go forward to prove to you that JFK just might be right, right? Everything I said, the waterfall. In the summation, it was the waterfall. I said the sound bites. What was it? It was the sound bites. Everything I ever said happened. Everything. So the fact that you don't let me cook and you just take one live stream that I did with James Jackson. Now, I'm not like James Jackson. People are sending me stuff with James Jackson because James Jackson, he jumps in chats and shit. You'll never see JFK in a Turtle Boy chat ever in life. You'll never see me in the Turtle Boy chat going, hey, Turtle Riders. That's never going to happen. Now, a couple of people sent me James Jackson screenshots going, why is James Jackson in the chat? James Jackson can do whatever he wants, right? I don't know if he's trolling. I don't know if he wants peace. He could do whatever he wants. But JFK, fuck them guys. Let's be clear. Fuck them guys. So if at the end of the day, I can talk about the TB case because it's going to be a good one. Oh, it's going to be a great one. And you think I'm going to give up on talking to that when I have a great take on it? It goes hand to hand, line for line. It lines right up with the Karen Reed case. If you believe in justice, if you believe that these people in the House might possibly did this to John O'Keefe, then you're going to hear more testimony by them. What, I'm not supposed to watch this trial? I'm not supposed to talk about it because I can't stand that guy tuberculosis? No, fuck that. That's what he doesn't understand. I could talk about what I want to talk about. I could talk about what a piece of shit he is, and I could talk about how I don't want him to be found guilty. What a fucking concept. So the people who don't like that, you have options. And I'm telling you now, just don't come back. Don't hit me up with sorries. Don't do none of that stuff. You guys crossed the line with me. Period. I don't want you back. Go to Turtle Boy. Go to the Glairer. He's petty right now. Go pay for his membership. Go to Young Jerks. Go to him. Go talk in his chat. Don't come in my chat, because if I see one of you, I'm going to hit you with a wrench myself. Stay out. Stay out. Stay out. Fucking, they're the flip-floppers. JFK and what James Jackson did, they fell in line. The fuck out of here, fell in line. What are you talking about, fall in line? The fuck you talking about, fall in line? I never said none of that. I just said you need to get over here and help me with these damn kids. Stephanie from Texas. I never said none of that. I just said you need to get over here and help me with these damn kids. I have no idea what you're talking about, Stephanie. Drive two coins. Thank you so much, Spy Girls. Is she trolling me, Stephanie? Is that the girl, Texas Stephanie? Isn't there is that the girl's picture that came to the Wilbur and shit? I don't know. But thank you for the $20. I appreciate it. Anybody want to go to the drive-thru?
Let's go. Let's go, people.
Yeah, how you doing today? Who's working today? Linda? Oh, hi, Linda. Yo, you got any fresh bagels in there?
Yeah, we got fresh bagels. What do you want?
Let me get 2 bagels toasted with cream cheese. I need extra cream cheese. Can you put the cream cheese on it, please? Bunnies, besties, yeah. You know, I seen Aiden. He's a piece of shit. I never said nothing about him when he was wearing a dress on his couch. He used to love playing dress up. He loves high heels. He's a fucking idiot. I got receipts. He doesn't want to fuck with me.
You want 2 bagels, cream cheese on the side.
I said put cream cheese on the bagel. On the bagel. You have any cold brew in there?
How many iced coffees do you want? 2 iced coffees?
What the fuck? You don't understand what I'm saying? Cold brew, not iced coffee. There's a difference between cold brew and iced coffee. Everybody knows this. I don't care about anybody. Sometimes I feel sad. Sometimes I feel happy. It really doesn't make a difference. Bunnies, besties. I got a Venmo. This is more like it. When people send me $100, that's because they like me. I'm confident. I love rap music. Started from the bottom, now I'm here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team is here. I ordered the bagel 5 minutes ago. What the fuck is taking so long?
We're just waiting on your croissant and your iced coffee.
I need a cold brew. I need 3 pumps of caramel swirl in that. 2 pumps of sugar, too. Fucking confusing me. I ordered a bagel. I didn't order a croissant. What are you talking about? You think I give a shit about Will DeGlera out in Memphis, Tennessee, wherever the fuck he's from? Nashville? I grew up rough. I had it tough. I earned everything I got. I got political people watching me. People follow me because they love me. It's not an ego. I'm confident. It's a difference.
Do you need anything else with your water? You need anything else?
Can I get a straw? I don't need this abuse. I'm just going to eat my bagel in peace and call it a fucking day.
How many do you want?
Can I get 2? I'm making smoothies later. Besties, bunnies.
At the drive-thru, send the super chat, it's just like that. We roll with a fly crew. We making smoothies after this, so I need 2 straws. We don't give 2 fucks. I am the one they adore. Yeah. Send the super chat, it's just like that. We need to pay for the drive-thru order. Come on. No fucks given. Made 10,000 last month. We at the drive-thru, suckers. Come on.
We're reaching the 2-hour mark. Ready to get into it. E-Pags, that's right. I drew the line. My girl Pags is here. Mikey Crawford's here. Come on. Y'all gotta know the dance. You gotta go front and come back. We're almost at the 2-hour mark, ladies and gentlemen. We ain't going to members only because everybody here, even if they don't have a membership, they're still members. Even if you don't have a membership, you still are members. JFK would never do that to you. Now, keep in mind, I do put some streams behind the paywall here and there just to keep my members happy and keep it interesting. But when we're live and in the moment, I would never do that to you. You will have an opportunity to view it. And if it goes behind the paywall, you still have an opportunity to get your chips up. When you get your chips up, you can get the membership and it will be there for your viewing pleasure. But never will I come live like that other scumbag and say, hey guys, look at my new hustle, my new scam. And I'm not knocking his hustle. I'm just saying, what else does he bring to the table other than chaos and what he tried to do to us? So he tried to cancel my Christmas, and I'm still saying, fuck that guy. He's Mr. Community. Nurse Kim just came out and said that she heard that recording, which means as he did too. Mr. Community, are you going to admit that you're just a lying piece of shit? And when Karen hit you up, you decided just to act like you don't know what she's talking about. And indeed you did. And you picked the side of a guy who you did a petty stream last week on. It's only a matter of time before you guys get into it. There's just no way. You got your eyes on the prize. There's too much. And we're going to get into last year, August 18th of 2025, when I called your bullshit out back then, way before recording, my man, I called you out way before recording. Way before I called all you guys out because I wasn't afraid. I didn't need a recording to see what a bunch of punk motherfuckers you guys were. I didn't need Karen Reed. I didn't see. That's the narrative. The narrative is, oh, he got with Karen Reed and he got juice. No. I've been calling you punk suckers out way before that. Before Karen. So let's be clear. And I'm going to go back to go forward. We are at the 2-hour mark, 1 hour and 59 minutes. I've been rocking 53, 54, 55, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're at the 2-hour mark. We are here. Ladies and gentlemen, if you do not want to be here and you don't like the spiciness and you feel different and you don't like this, please go to bed. Go make yourself an Oreo cookie frap. Do whatever the fuck your vice might be. Smoke a cigarette, smoke a blunt, drink a beer, take a ride. If this doesn't suit you, you can leave now and I'm not mad at you. But if you choose to stay and have a crazy opinion on what we're saying, then that's not the right move because we're not going to take you serious. You can come to the Venmo section, pay $750, and then maybe we will investigate your grievances. Other than that, strap in because we're going back to go forward. And keep in mind, we're 39,000 feet because this drama we're talking about already happened. The narrative that's been set on this channel is disgusting. The integrity, the fact that I even got people who were cool with me saying, like, I'm just at a point where I say I'm Randy McGee. When I say I'm Randy McGee, ladies and gentlemen, because I want to be able to talk what I want to talk about instead of choosing sides. And that's where I'm at nowadays. But I'm going to go back to go forward because it's necessary. And you know what? I earned that right.
That's right.
I earned that right.
Yep. I mean, we're definitely not going to have a problem speaking on something we already spoke about.
Drive-through order. Mocha latte frappuccino with almond milk, chocolate donut with sprinkles. Put the change in the jukebox. I got you, girl.
Damn, not today.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you. How you guys like that? How you guys like that drive-through shit? You guys like the drive-through? Should I continue to do the drive-through? Do you like that skit?
Yeah.
Goddamn. Let's pull it up. Let's talk about. Let's take it there. Let's go back.
Let's go back. Go forward.
Let's go back to. It's got 20,000 views, ladies and gentlemen. And shout out to Debbie. I think it was Debbie who hit me up, right, in my inbox. And she was watching this too. She hit me up. Is it Debbie? I don't want to say her name wrong. I think it was Debbie. Hold on. I don't know what her name is in the chat, and I don't want to throw her out there, but I'll just say her name is Debbie, right? I think. Yeah, her name's Debbie, right? And I'll just leave it at that because I don't know if she goes by her real name, right? But the point is, Debbie hit me up and was out of nowhere. And keep in mind, this is when me and you were talking about this. She hit me up as if she read our minds, bro. And she was like, I was just watching that LTL Glera shit 10 months ago. Wow, how did that age, huh? And I was like, yo, we were just watching that too. I was like, I'm doing a show about it tonight. I swear to God, bro, this girl was doing the same thing we were doing.
Yeah, well, that's why it's there, you know. And let me tell you something, JFK, you're gonna get people that are gonna say, damn, you know, he knew this was coming. You know, he already spoke on this. You know? I mean, I'm gonna tell you something. I think with us, it's like, and I'm sure there's other people out there that are like this, but you know, when you have a group of friends or you're acquainted with people and you know something's said, something's off, you tend to say step back and question yourself like, yo, what the fuck's going on here? You know.
So this is at Karen Reed. Our reaction to the fuckery. LTL in the Glera joins us. R.I.P. Francis Gigalotti. This was August 18, 2025. Let's get into our frame of mind. August 18, 2025. Before recording, let's listen to what we got to say.
Put me on everything I'm saying. I'm tired. It's been a long day. But at the end of the day, they held her without bail. She's been in jail for 2 months fighting for her life. Fighting for her life with a hole in her chest.
We're talking about Kelsey Fitzsimmons.
And when she gets out of that hospital, Mass General, where's she going? James?
Framingham Prison for the women and men. But Framingham Prison. Maybe the Shattuck. They might put her up in the.
And remember when this dude was doing petty streams, he was trying to tell us that we just started talking about the Kelsey Fitzsimmons case. This was August 18, 2025.
I just wanted to say that. Like, you know, I can remember this dude talking shit like, oh, yeah, you're just jumping in on the case now, blah, blah, blah. The fuck out of here.
Shattuck for a month or two, but I would say most likely Framingham in the infirmary.
I mean, she might, and she ain't doing no good in Framingham. She's a cop.
She's a cop. So she's gonna have big problems as soon as she gets there.
So you got
big problems going in there with her chest opened up.
In a mental health postpartum.
Hell yeah, man.
She fought her whole life to be a cop. Now this is not about
crazy.
This is the tales of two stories. You got Francis Gigalotti. Oh, was he on drugs? Was he on drugs? And if he was on drugs, and he decided to take drugs, and when the cops rolled up, he didn't do what they say. It's okay that he died. Because that's what happens when you take drugs. Okay, that's funny. Because the police did him dirty. But right around the corner in Andover, right around the corner, they did a fellow officer dirty. A woman. Not only did they shoot her in her fucking chest, they took her 4-month-old baby and they held her without bail.
Goddamn.
Oh, and by the way, they're letting all the criminals go who can't afford attorneys.
Yep. At that time, they were.
Pretenders, the defenders who are on strike right now, they're letting people go. It's like a bed crunch. They're letting people go. What's his bail? Wait, it's 5,000. Just let him go. Give him a personal. Let him go because we can't get counsel for him, and that's against his rights. And here she is, a police officer that can afford Brado, and she got Martha Coakley jumping on her case.
Yep.
And she still got held without bail. So not only like James Jackson, the one and only James Jackson, said that she has problems because she got a hole in her chest and being a cop. She's got mental issues, postpartum. Her whole life is flipped upside down. Kelsey, if you're listening, Fitzsimmons, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but that gotta be the biggest nightmare. Talk about your whole world just flipping upside down. And you got a hole in your chest.
Goddamn.
Yeah, and you're missing your daughter, your
Oh,
child.
man, I was just gonna say, even when she gets out, she ain't gonna be able to hold that kid right away. Her shit's fucking ruined. Fucking
Well,
heartache.
some people would say we don't care about police, you know, and that's a hell of a way to start the show. I wasn't thinking we were going to take it there, but sometimes you never know with these live streams, and that just goes to show you.
I had to keep that in my back pocket, James. I didn't want to confuse you.
Well, you know, that's probably good. You know, everything happens for a reason. You know, we go with that, and
Well, let me just now, since we started there, let me pass the mic to you, James. This is what we fight for. This is what's going on in the state. We have everything I just said. We have plenty to talk about. Why the fuck are we talking all this shit? Why are we trying to cancel the kid Brian?
There we go.
LTL. Why are we canceling him? Why do we care? Why are we trying to put this dude down? What is going on? The woman did another show today.
Jess Machado.
Doubling down. And the crazy part about it, he did a live too. And I was on his live, and I got some answers about the Francis Gigalotti case. So I thank you, Brian, for supplying Todd and having Todd. Because if you didn't have him on your show, I wouldn't be able to get him to speak on Francis Gigalotti. So regardless if you didn't even mean to do that and you didn't know that you was going to end up doing that today, but that's what you did. You got some answers for that family.
Yep.
And so let's continue to keep getting answers. And that's all we want. Because I thought that's what we're doing it for.
Oh.
Right, James Jackson?
Absolutely. We do it for the ones that can't do it. We do it for the ones that don't have a voice, right? We do it for the ones that are not here no more. Francis Gigalotti is not here no more. His family needs answers. And today we got that answer from a state trooper. Did I agree with the answer? I mean, no, I didn't. That's just me being real. You know, I didn't agree with it. I don't think that 7 cops should have stepped on one man's fucking neck. And that's just my opinion. You know, he says, let's wait till the investigation's done. It's clear to see that it didn't take 7 police officers to do what happened there. So, but
he did. I mean, he did bring up some good points about training issues and, you know.
Yeah, but think of how.
And understand. He kind of mentioned something about understanding, you know, the difference between mental health. You know what I'm saying, and separating, you know, say an addiction to, you know, what's the reason why? How did he get there? You know what I'm saying? Which is, you know.
Yeah, but
that's big.
They ain't
you know
fucking experts on the streets with their guns and their badges. First of all, these ain't even state troopers. They were police, regular Haverhill police. They're not experts on mental health. They needed to calm the fuck down. That's what I think they needed to do. They let that whatever, you know, they may have had a run-in before. They may have not have liked him because they seen him in the gym and he could lift more than that. I mean, you never know what the ego trip was.
Talk to him.
It didn't take seven officers to hold down one man who was not resisting. who was not a threat and who was not going to harm anybody else. So
They were the threat.
Bingo.
yeah. But like JFK said, you know, with all the bullshit going on, with everything said and done, we got someone to speak on it, which we've been asking for.
Well,
And
and let me just say this. Now, people, ladies and gentlemen of the chat, and all the people who joined the live today on that lady's show, Jess Machado.
Here we go. Listen.
We were in that chat too.
Yes, we
We
were.
were screaming Francis Gigalotti at the rooftops.
Yes, we were. In
we
the
didn't
chat.
get an answer there.
No, we did not.
So let's be clear, right? If your name is the Glera, if your name is Jess Machado, if your name is Turtle Boy, and you guys decide to say something about us because we're speaking on the LTL shit and we think it's just corny, that's just what we think. That's our opinion, right? That's all. We think it's just corny that you guys are canceling a guy who got a lot of money for Karen Reed, got a lot of money for Turtle Boy. And regardless how he handled himself, that's opinions by her, right? And I'll get more into that, so stick around. But if that's your name, right? If you're going to mention anything we say about that situation, make sure you mention Francis Gigalotti.
This was August 18, 2025. I was calling people out then before recording. Okay. You got Mr. Community over there. Oh, he tried to put he tried to use the Karen Reed thing to make money. Really? I was canceling myself a month before. A month before I was trying to cancel myself. I was trying to disconnect from you guys. I called all you guys out. If you're going to come at me, that's fine. You can say whatever you want about me, but make sure you understand the context of what I'm saying. I'm speaking up on this drama, on this attention-seeking spectacle, contrarians that all you guys are. I'm speaking on that because I'm trying to put awareness to the death of Francis Gigalotti. What were you guys doing back in August of 2025? You guys were fucking fiddling your thumbs, waiting to get the big bag at the fucking Wilbur Theater. That's what you were doing. Care less about justice. To this day, what other case did you guys open up? We opened up the Eddie O'Brien case. We talked about the McKenzie case. We talked about Susan Taraskowitz. Rico made it. Francis Gigalotti. We talked about Aaron Hernandez. We talked about Charles Stewart. We talked about every case we possibly could talk about. The streets. We go back to the system. We go back stories with Kevy Kev, our panel. We brought nothing but awareness, nothing but gems, where you guys just poison people. We try to nourish people. And we've been screaming that. You guys got the wrong fucking channel. You guys put this narrative out there that we're hood boogers. Well, guess what? I don't know about that name. If I didn't know any better, I would think that that's what you guys are. Whatever that is, I would think that's what you guys are. Because right now you're doing a petty stream on a girl. Last year, you were getting her back. Last year, you were all for her to cancel LTL. Now you're all against her because you're cool with Baker. You see how he flip-flops? You see what this dude does?
Repetitiveness. Yeah. You know, it's a vicious cycle.
Vicious.
It is. It is. And it's something that, you know, is you know, consistent with it.
I was willing to get a blog written on me for Francis Gigalotti.
Yeah.
And you guys question my integrity? So the ones that are questioning me right now, did you guys put a cold compress on your head because you're bleeding from banging your head off the sink? Are you coming to your senses now? Do you realize how fucked up and stupid all you people sound to try to tell me to talk about my integrity, to talk about my principles and my respect? I didn't have to fly from where I'm at to Boston to go meet the family, to go to the standout, to grab microphones, make sure my equipment was charged, to walk inside an awkward situation. I walked right into them comments in Haverhill. I didn't know none of those people, none of them. I went right in. How you doing? Right? Hours of editing that video, making sure the content was right. Then there's more hours of video with Becca and her mother on the show. right? That's just one video I showed earlier. There's 4 or 5 more of them. And the only reason why there's not no up to date right now, well, today we updated a little bit because Becca had an issue with a family member, right? And when she comes on here, she can speak to it. That's the only reason. And then you guys try to knock us down and say, oh, they stopped talking about Francis Gigalotti. They stopped talking about it. What about Francis? What about Jigga? What happened to him? Remember you said, like, why'd you we raised money for Francis. I remember you said tuberculosis, you fucking piece of shit. You said, why are we raising money from him? He's dead. Well, that a lot of people see the same thing about you. Why are we giving you money? People are saying, why give money to Turtle Boy? He's going to jail. You're wasting your time. A lot of people think that. You do know that, right? Did you get a tan yet? Tuberculosis? Did you? Did you go by the pool every day, man? Have you been putting the coconut oil on something? I don't know. What's your vice?
Don't bite your fingernails. Don't bite your fingernails if you're playing with those pool chemicals.
Yeah.
God damn. Keep testing the water.
But it's the same thing. He said that shit about Francis. He said that shit. He's like, oh, why are they raising money for Francis? What does he need money for? He's dead. That's what he said. That's what this dude said. And that's what a lot of people think about you. Regardless of how much money you made, 80,000. Listen, I'll give it to you. You made 80K. Okay, we get all that. You're killing the game, all right? You got a lot of supporters. There's no one can question that. But a lot of people think, why are you giving this guy money? He's going to jail. And I'm keeping it real. I keep it real, just like I'm doing right now. I'm speaking my piece, my truth right now. And I will still say that my belief is if they would have did a bigger investigation in that house, then Karen Reed would have never been charged with what she would have been charged with. Therefore, you would have never had witness intimidation. That's my belief. Do I know what happened in that house? No. And am I going to start name dropping and telling what I think? No, allegedly. I have, like I said, entertainment value, yes. I have a lot of entertaining speculation. But do I know things for facts? Absolutely not. But I do know it turned into a shit show. Okay, you got people doing testify fundraisers, talking about people getting beat up, talking about Ford Edges, talking about, just making jokes about the situation. It's really no laughing matter at all.
And you think of that 80, what would you say, 80K?
Yeah, 80,000. That's crazy.
He's got 160,000 subscribers. I mean, so half of his subscribers gave $1.
Yeah, I mean, he killed it. You know what I mean? Much respect. But I'm saying the same way he could say, right? Well, let me cancel that word. Salute. Right? I don't know about the respect part. Salute. Right? Cheers to the people who donated, not to him. He did nothing. All he did was take your money. Salute to the ones who donated because they believe in the cause. They believe anything that can help them because they believe that, I think they truly believe that Karen's innocent and they feel that he should be innocent too. And that's what most people should believe. But that does not dismiss his actions, calling "see you next Tuesdays," lying on Alex, saying the shit he did about James Jackson, the Meredith shit. Nurse Kim's crying. Jess Machado's crying. His boy's doing petty streams so he could pay his fucking rent. I mean, it's a shit show all the way around. Kate Peters on the other side of it making money on Testify t-shirts. This whole thing is a fucking shit show. Okay?
And then
the whole thing.
And then if he gets, charged.
No, he's already charged. You mean convicted?
So if he gets, convicted over these charges, does that help Karen Reed?
No. That's my take. That's my take. And that's the hot take, right?
And to that, I mean, who's going to win?
They're going to win. the side that we've been against this whole time. So
Exactly.
that's it. But it's a tough thing because it's back to what he said about Francis Gigalotti. He said Francis Gigalotti was a conflict of interest because of Bradle. It's a conflict of interest with me to talk about his case or anything positive about him because everybody hates you. So when I start talking about you where you shouldn't be guilty, right? Not guilty, some of my audience are going to unsubscribe to me immediately and be like, I can't believe it, JFK. How could you? Because that's how bad they hate you. But I'm willing to lose subscribers and willing to lose people because my take to me is spot on. But that still doesn't dismiss your bullshit ways and who you are. Your conscience is your karma. You got to live with yourself, Playboy. God is real, G-O-D. If you don't believe it, believe it. It all comes back. It just does. Believe me, I could tell you from experience. But you know what? You don't care about that because you put on this persona that you're someone different. Your boy is doing petty streams right now. The same thing he was doing 10 months ago, he's doing 10 months later. The same thing. Last year, he was friends with Jess Machado to kill LTL. This year, he's friends with Baker to kill Jess Machado. It's all a big scam. And you fall right in the middle of it. You have no control. And then you spaz out. You never change a thing. Oh, Peggy's a trash human being. You spin right out and stick to that script. And then you try to stand behind the First Amendment and stand behind free speech and stand behind your opinion. That shit sounds crazy. She's an old lady who lost her daughter and lost her son. And you're calling her all the names in the world. And if you think for 1 minute, if a judge ever heard that shit, or a juror ever heard that shit, like you're playing with fire, man. You're playing with fire and you don't see it. And you just never want to switch your approach. So therefore, it's a conflict of interest because what I should do is just say, hey, come December, we're all going to be celebrating Christmas and he's going to be fucking worried about if his canteen slip is fucking, did he fill his canteen slip out or not? That's what he's going to be worried about. You know what I'm saying? Like that should be my take on it, right? That should be my take. Because that's what most people want to hear. And not honestly, it's not too far off. It's not too far off. You got 9 intimidating witness charges. You're up against the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. It's not that too far off. You know what I mean? You're up against it, my man. You are up against it. And you still want to call Peggy a fucking see you next Tuesday? I mean, bro, what's wrong with you? Are you fucking serious? Like, think about it. That shit's crazy. Like, you're playing with fire and you don't even realize it. Well, the whole time your boy is doing a petty stream, clocking, making money on your fucking prosecution, making money on your prosecution. He don't care. He does not give a shit about you. And you call him your friend? Oh, that's my friend. That ain't your friend. You don't even know what a friend is because you're not a friend. You wouldn't know what that is because you're not a friend.
Exactly. Exactly.
Can we keep going back?
Yeah.
How you doing? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, my brother. Ladies and gentlemen, Kevy Kev 781 on the Cash App. That's Kevy Kev 781 on the Cash App. Go ahead and ping him up, man. Let's get him up to, let's make him happy by the end of the night. Let him go, go to Dunkin' Donuts and get himself a dozen. Kevy Kev's always here rocking. And I appreciate you, Kevy, for real. You're my boy, bro. You're always checking in on me, man.
Yeah, man. You know, I'm here, bro.
Appreciate you, man.
Because in the end, be clear, I've been saying this. The only reason why we're even talking about the elephant
in the room
is because if you're going to speak about us and say, hey, the guy got a funny hat, James Jackson got these crazy glasses, Kevy Kev smokes too many cigarettes, whatever the fuck you going to say about us. Go ahead, Kevy Kev. Light another one up. Fuck it. But whatever you're going to say about us, right, that's cool. But that's where the receipts come into play. make sure you mention Francis Gigalotti.
Make
Because
sure.
if you don't,
Yep.
then I prove my point.
Right.
You guys ain't in it for the corruption. You ain't in it for the justice, because one thing LTL said was, he said that we did it, Nathan. We did it. We did it. Nobody did shit. Higgins was just in Dick's Sporting Goods buying a backpack.
There he was.
Wearing a fucking t-shirt saying "fuck around and find out."
God damn, he was.
Higgins,
Come on.
you're a wild boy, bro.
Pulls your phone out when you see TV.
He told the person to get the fuck out of here, too.
Did he too?
No, I want to meet Higgins, man. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, Higgins.
He didn't say that, did he? Really? He told me.
Listen.
Oh,
Yo, Higgins,
shit.
if you're out there, man, me and you, we gotta meet, man. You're a
Yeah,
funny
Higgins,
fucking
hit us
dude,
up,
man.
For real.
You're a funny dude, man. You're fucking hilarious, man. Cheers to fucking Higgins, man. The ghost. God damn, Higgins.
Hey, Higgins, you still wrong, man.
He's still wrong as shit. He still killed John.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Still fucking chopping.
Allegedly.
Yeah, we'll have a fucking conversation. You know,
whatever the vice may be.
Yeah. We know what you did.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
But you know what, I want to address the elephant in the room and just say real quick, and just hopefully I can wrap this shit up with a bow quick. I saw somebody say that I saw the girl Jess talking about they don't like to invade somebody's, like we talk about Francis a lot, right? You, Kev, myself, we're always mentioning Francis. They don't like to take a story from somebody. Like she didn't want to take Karen Reed from TV, and she had some story. I don't know, and this is I don't know what it was, but he said someone was trying to take her story. But my point is, so what I got from that, maybe they think that, because we are bringing it up and speaking on it, it's our story. They don't need us. But guess what? The Glera TB, we're just a 6-string show.
Right.
We're calling out to you.
Becca called out to you last night.
I mean, the kids, Francis, I'm sorry, I don't want to say it. Francis Gigalotti's niece called out to you.
Yep.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, we're not here to one up somebody. We'll want to be known as a 6-string. I mean, I like being that now. Shit.
We're fucking asking for some help.
Only because you guys, right? We all came in. We freed Karen Reed. What's left to do?
Listen.
Free her from her civil shit? I think she got this, man. I know my uncle's got it. He ain't backing down for no goddamn reason.
What about John O'Keefe?
What about John O'Keefe? Huh?
About John O'Keefe. What about
What about his nieces and nephews? What are they doing lately? Anybody talk to them?
Here we go.
Do they want to talk? Because in 2 years from now, right? Let me tell you something. All the people that call Peggy.
Oh, what are we talking about? Are we talking about Peggy, August of 2025? Before recording? Take a listen, people.
You cunt. You better hope that little young kid, man, don't go to MMA. He's probably fucking learning mixed martial arts right now. You better hope that.
Oh, John O'Keefe. What about
What about his nieces and nephews that are fucking? What are they doing lately? Anybody talk to them? Do they want to talk? Because in 2 years from now, right? Let me tell you something. All the people that call Peggy a cunt, you better hope that little young kid, man, don't go to MMA. He's probably fucking learning mixed martial arts right now. And when he sees you, he's probably going to fucking make you tap out. Or call it his fucking grandmother.
That's just how life works, man.
We were saying this, the same thing we're saying now. We were saying this look at the date. This was before a recording, ladies and gentlemen. This is before a recording. This is August 18th, right there. Look at the thing. Stream live, August 18th, 2025, ladies and gentlemen. We were saying this. So we didn't need Karen Reed to be recorded to see the fucking people to speak on Peggy, what they were saying about her. We would never agreed with that shit. I risked my shit right there. I was cool with Turtle Boy at that point, but I never cared. Never cared if he came at me because it's right what I was saying. You calling her a see you next Tuesday for what? People want to say, oh, we took the opportunity with Karen Reed to take that and become somebody. Nah, like come on, man. We just never agreed with some of the things that are being said and where it was going. We seen the writing on the wall. Shame on you people who didn't. Shame on you people who sat back and watched every night and all you were too concerned about was if you had enough milk for your fucking Oreo cookies. That's all you cared about. And the crazy part about it is them Oreo cookie crumbs from last year are probably still underneath your nasty ass couch.
And I'll tell you, man, like I said earlier, man, that's John O'Keefe's mother. I mean, we all have mothers.
That's the
Man, it's not going to age well, man. I mean, come on, let's reach out to them. Let's talk to the kids. I mean, this is early, man. We can't keep it together 60 days after. 60 days after LTL's getting canceled.
We can't keep it together 60 days after, I'm saying. We can't keep it together 60 days after. I'm saying this. After she got found not guilty, this is where we're going. This is the direction. I'm calling out the direction we're going back in August before a recording. So now just imagine a recording happens. And I'm like, see, this is who these people are. And I'm like, you know what I mean? And like, I'm supposed to be part of this community about justice. Francis Gigalotti died. 7 people stomped on his neck. Like, this is like, we're supposed to be like looking for the killers of John O'Keefe. Like, we could be doing so much more, so much positivity. Why are we so negative? Is what? So now people are going to come in and try to battle me? Then, okay, come talk shit about me, but make sure you've mentioned Francis Gigalotti. Make sure you mention John O'Keefe. Talk all the shit you want about me, but make sure you mention the justice part, what I stand for. Don't get that part fucked up. And that's always been my take.
And wasn't the Glera wearing a Superman shirt yesterday too on the live, Glera? I mean, do you think you're Superman? I mean, what the fuck? You coming in saving everybody, huh? Dun 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 dun, Captain Save. God damn, Glera. Now remember, Glera, if you're gonna say something about us, bro, it's all love, man. You know, I don't hate you or nothing, man. I think you're cool, man. You helped me out before you played my shit. You know, when this shit all started, man, we talked. We could chop it up. I just don't get it. I don't understand why you're going hard. That's bullying. I think that's like, no matter how you look at it, you look. Does it not look like? Let me just ask the question. Does it not look like the Glera is more of a threat than LTL? A physical threat, anyway.
Physically, yes.
Like, if I was going to ask you who would win in a fight, LTL or the Glera, who would you pick?
I mean, that's a hard question.
No, but I'm saying, who would you pick at the eye test?
Who would you rather have your back? Is a better question, I guess.
What? No. That's not what I asked. I asked who would win in a fight. Let me ask Kevy Kev. Kevy Kev, who from the eye test? Who do you think would win in a fight, the Glera or LTL?
I mean, I don't know. It's kind of hard. I mean, if I seen someone standing there with a cane or something, I'd probably kick him in his fucking leg.
All right, so you
know
guys
what I'm saying?
You guys don't want to answer that question. Is that what it is?
No,
the point is,
yeah.
But I'm saying, okay, so the perception of this movement is the Glera not more thorough than the LTL in this movement? Is he more thugged out? I mean, am I saying the right thing?
I don't think so. I don't.
Wait a minute. So wait a minute. So you're saying that people perceive LTL more of a
Oh, yeah, I
threat
would say like
than
he's more
Aguilera?
rough, like rugged than LTL. That's what I would say. Yes, that's a way
So
to
what
put.
I'm saying is, do you think that Aguilera knows that?
Hell yeah,
I think. Well,
So if Aguilera knows that, then what is he doing? That's bullying, right? If someone thinks you're tougher than them,
Okay,
right?
yeah, I
And,
see.
and you're acting crazy towards them, it's bullying. I mean, would he do that shit to Conor McGregor?
fuck no.
I'm being real. Listen, it's not a knock. I'm being honest. I'm just saying, like, I like Aguilera. See, like legit, I like Aguilera. I like his show. I don't know the dude Will. I don't know him.
Come on, keep talking, JFK. This is August 18, 2025. Listen to what I'm saying. I never changed my story up. I never flip-flop. This is what I was saying.
But I'm starting to get to know him, though.
What
I
you
don't
think?
know.
I mean,
I'm starting to get to know the dude Will. See, the Glera, I like the Glera show. But the dude Will, if he knows any better, and he comes from the streets like he claims, he's from Dominican Republic, Miami, all the different things he says, you know you don't pick on a dude like the LTL where you're digging in on him for 2.5 hours. I mean, you could say whatever you want about him, but you don't put him in a situation where you're taking money from his mouth. That's what you're doing. You're trying to fuck up the hustle. That's rule number one, right? Not to fuck up the hustle.
I mean, what are we doing there, ladies and gentlemen? I
Breaking
said
it
that shit
down.
August
Breaking it down.
18th, August 18, 2025. There was no beef. There was no recording. Everything was all good, ladies and gentlemen. And we still were speaking our truth because they didn't care. They didn't care about Francis. They didn't care about this was the direction they were going. They were turning on each other. And it was only a matter of time they were come this way. And before they did, we just made a point. Okay. You want to call on Mikey Crawford, you want to call on LTL, but yet when TB did the most porous behavior, you guys went silent. What kind of shit is that? You know what I mean? Like, what kind of shit is that? I thought this was a community. What kind of shit is that? Like, come on, I thought this was justice. They were never about justice. Now here we are, a year later. Nurse Kim comes out crying. Where's Mr. Community? On his petty stream tonight, did he admit that he's a liar? Did he admit that? Or did he take all your fucking money?
Yeah, the guy that said that, oh, I'll speak on it. If I find out, I'll speak on it. I'll correct the record. Yeah.
He did the same thing right there for Jess. He stuck up for Jess, and then a couple of weeks before that, he stuck up for Miss Shorty for Mikey Crawford, because Mikey Crawford went live or something before Miss Shorty or some shit like that, and he called Mikey Crawford a pussy and started going in on Mikey Crawford. This is who this guy is. He's always been the common denominator. He's a disruptor. That's what he does. He's an antagonist. He's like he has a monologue.
He's a distraction.
Well, actually, you know what he is? He's a fucking comedian because he repeats the same thing over and over again. And you people that fall for it, you guys got mental health issues. Seriously, you people who really believe in this guy, I'm not telling you anything I'm just telling you to take a step back. You guys are being bamboozled. This guy is cuckoo. He doesn't give two shit about you. He laughs. Think about it. His position is that he's from from Tennessee, eating off Massachusetts' plate. He could care less about where we're from. And people are going to say, JFK, you don't live in Massachusetts. I live in Massachusetts 6 months out the year. So don't give me that shit. All right? So mind your business. Right? So this dude ain't got nothing. He doesn't fly to Boston once a month. All the money that he's making, he could fly to Boston once a month and go check on things and go see out there. He doesn't care about that. He doesn't care about going to get to know the area or the people. He could care less. He's just going to continue to bring the drama and be a talk show host, and all the while say the word community and just make you guys believe that this is what it is. No, that's not what it is. You guys are not a part of nothing. You're not a part of his plan. You're not a part of his future plan. Community means being a part of something to grow with something. You guys are not part of future plans. I can assure you of that.
Yeah, I mean, it's it's just it's bad. It's bad. I mean, it's just bad conduct, man. On that, to see that shit happen and the way it unfolded. Yeah, it unfolded right in front of us. I mean, and it's not, I mean, like JFK saying, it's not like, we were speaking on it because we knew it just was, it was unsettling, man. Like how can you go on seeing that kind of fucking behavior?
And the whole time you're
Somebody's
screaming,
hand and slap somebody 5 and fucking, hey, yeah, it's fucking me, Kevy Kev 781.
See, James Jackson can't even talk about it. He fucking ran away.
I mean, I feel like the Glera, he's done this before. You know
Bingo.
what I mean? Like this is kind of his little bit of, that's how his channel runs. I mean, he seems to pick a few things apart here and there. I mean, do I think that he's seen a little bit of a weakness in LTL with maybe his emotions, and he's carrying on a little harsh on him? Yeah.
I mean, the other thing too is I see that they're saying they had beef for a year, right?
Yep.
All right. He had beef for a year, but it's just coming out now. I don't understand that because I'm gonna tell you right now, it's 12:03 a.m. Anybody says something about this live or says some disrespectful shit towards us right now, screenshot it. Count how long I react, how long it takes me to react. Ain't gonna take me a year.
God damn, James.
That's all I'm gonna say.
God damn, that shit's calculated. I mean, like you said,
Well, wait a minute. This happened before with Young Jerks, though, too.
See?
He went in on a mic, same situation. It was a girl situation. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm going on based on what I seen. There was Miss Shorty. Young Jerk said something about her. She was doing a show, and he did a show at the same time. And Young Jerk said, the Glera said that he did it on purpose to snub her out. And he came in, he went off on Mike. He called Mike a cunt. He said Mike's a pussy. And the crazy part about that is that Mikey Crawford got a little fucking ground and pound game.
Damn, Mikey Crawford.
He does too.
Fucking money.
That's the craziest part.
Money making Mike will put you in a fucking headlock.
Money making Mike will fucking pick you up and drop you on your head fast.
God damn.
My man got a couple of trophies.
You be tapping out. You be tapping out.
And he called him a pussy. And Money Making Mike, and they made up. Right after Karen Reed got found out guilty, he put a big post up. I love your Money Making Mike. Everything's cool. You make all the money. I think he said something.
God damn.
That's
But I'm just saying, so we've seen this before, right? So this is the same show. It's the same thing. So we all know this. We all know this show. We all know how this goes, right? We know how trolling goes. We know how this goes. But what really makes me sad about it, honestly, is that people are watching it and people care. And I introed the show. If you're just tuning in now, go back and watch the intro of the show. I just broke down what's going on in Massachusetts. And through the last 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, other than LTL, who did a show tonight talking about corruption, but it's in Long Island. And that was our beef with LTL, not our beef, but just concern with him, because we were just like, well, damn, LTL, if you're going out talking about the state trooper in Connecticut about rights and audits, now I get it. The dude, the state trooper was getting all this extra money from overtime, and he was, a scumbag. He was doing what state troopers do, right? Beating the system. But the point is, homeboy, the auditor, who's got 500,000 subscribers, went to his house with a Google van with the shit on the side and everything, knocked on the dude's door. He knew what he was going to get.
Yep.
And I'm not saying it was right what happened. He could have easily got shot by that cop. I get it. But that's what he does. Now, Francis Gigalotti had no idea at 1 o'clock in the afternoon that day, by 4 o'clock in the afternoon, he was going to die by 7 police officers. He wasn't looking for that.
No.
He wasn't going out trying to walk up to the police like our boy Mantime Media that walks up to the Boston police. Fuck you. I mean, he's looking to get shot. He's like, go ahead and shoot me. And if it happens, he's going to be like, see, you guys finally did it. I'm not saying it's right. I don't want nothing to happen to Mantime. I don't want nothing to happen to the Long Island auditor. But I feel that our thing was he went out to a place to Connecticut. It was like a standout thing for him. And there were standouts in his own backyard in Haverhill for Gigalotti. And my thing is with Francis, with someone that needs all the viewership he can get based on LTL's aesthetic, and he's, got the press pass. He's into this journalistic thing. He's all about making it clean and smooth. I feel that he really could help. So when I dug into him a little bit, I was just really asking him, in my own way, and hopefully he got the message, and I think he did, that, listen, we need your help, buddy. You got 60,000 subscribers. Don't turn your head. Don't turn the cheek because no one else is talking about it. Just because it might not be as popular, just because Haverhill is known as a ghetto, just because he might have been on drugs, allegedly on drugs, and there's stigma attached to that. You seen what you seen. Did you watch the video? Did you guys all watch the video? There was 7 cops on his neck. Enough said. And that's why we said it. But the shit that I'm hearing now, why they're canceling him, we could get into that. Why do you think people are going so hard to cancel him now? Now, we had our little issue with him, and there's our issue. But why do you think people are going so hard to cancel him now?
I mean, it seems like the timing, right? She started a new show, but through the show, I've seen, just from watching it today, and I watched it one other time, she had said something about the group chat between us all. So now I see the group chat between yous all. So in the chat today of creators, I saw, TB, the Glera, Young Jerks was in there. I saw Auntie Deb was
group chat?
No. I'm saying this is just me. What I got from it. She said she had mentioned they talked about this in the group chat of before, like all the LTL shit, and people was on the same page basically. So I guess, allegedly that's a group chat. Maybe there's a group chat out there. So, and the other thing is, if that's what it is, man, it's a group chat. They're obviously talking about stuff before it happens, before they do it. They're planning. So was this a plan?
It has to be.
Yeah.
But why do you think they're doing it?
I don't know.
Maybe because they can get away with it. What's he going to do about it?
Well, why not do it to us? Because we're a 6-string show.
Oh, we're a 6-string show because if they do it to us and they don't mention Francis Gigalotti, then what are you going to say? You can say whatever you want about us, but make sure you play the Francis Gigalotti video of the 7 cops on his neck. Make sure you play the Becker video. Make sure you play the video that I posted at the standout. And make sure you post all the stuff that we're doing for justice. Make sure you post the waterfall reenactment video that got a man in this movement. Oh, by the way, the murder suspect / murder witness to call in. Oh, because we did that work.
Right.
We did the reenactment video. I know you guys would want to paint it that, oh, no. Higgins must have been watching all the shows and they just happened to be on that night and he called them. Okay. That's what you want to say, right? Well, let me tell you something. This 6-string show every single night was talking about the waterfall video and people was bringing it to all you guys' attention. Remember, I'm the guy that pointed out the heel toe heel toe. And the Glera, before he even knew me, he played that video when I pointed out the heel toe. And you know what they said? They never called it the heel toe. After that, they tried to clean that up and started calling it the Ali shuffle or the dancing jig. No. Remember who pointed it out? The heel toe. That's why I'm here. It's funny that the heel toe, the boxing dance brought your boy JFK to the dance. And I got the receipts for that. So you guys love receipts, right? Let's have the receipt party. You want to play receipts? Let's have the receipt party.
And that's what we're doing tonight. We're going back to go further. So let's see what happens when he comes up here. Let's see.
That shit's on the news every day with Francis Gigalotti. So they've seen it. And the tentacles, you got the Essex County DA with the chick Kelsey, Francis, the Norfolk County DA. And the main thing I used to say was people are watching
talk about
the trial with Proctor, right? And I'm just trying to give people perspective. We're cheering on Scapiccio talking about what a beast she is, but we never talk about Marquis Simmons, the guy who died.
Right.
So as we're watching Scapiccio tear apart Lally, keep in mind, Mizzy Cash is out on a $10,000 bail for murder one. So not only do you got Brian Albert on the loose, Higgins on the loose, you got Mizzy Cash on a $10,000 cash on a murder one. That's unheard of, Glera.
Yep.
But we just don't even talk about that. We just talk about, yay, look at her go at Proctor. Look at her kill Lally. Ah, there's more tentacles, man. There's plenty to talk about. So let's talk about it all. Let's give awareness. The pop is cool. I get it. And what I'm saying is we all know better. We know the pop is just that. It's a pop. But we need to keep this thing going. This shit is going to kill it. That's all I'm saying.
What?
This type of behavior is going to kill it.
What? Say it again.
Know better. We know the pop is just that. It's a pop. But we need to keep this thing going. This shit is going to kill it. That's all I'm saying. This type of behavior is going to kill it.
Oh, August 18, 2025. Your man JFK said, this behavior is going to kill it. The drama is going to kill it.
Gotta go back. Go forward.
Long gamers, it is time to match the energy. Let's feel the energy.
JFK in the mix.
Come on.
Get up. People get up. Stomp your feet. Let's get down.
Match the energy. Turbulence in the chat keeps the plane. We are all we got. The pivot is magical. One's up.
JFK in the mix.
So when the time for my face, it's on my city. I make the music, take the money, now it's no me did it. Without the dollars in the dark, then I be disputed. I be the niggas in my head, and I people keep it. All of my rollers got a cold. The motherfuckers acting flexing on my roller. I gotta keep Daddy down on my coach. I gotta keep Daddy up on my soldier.
That's unheard of, Glera. But we just don't even talk about that. We just talk about, yay, look at her go at Proctor. Not only do you got Brian Alley,
let's talk about
this
it.
might not be to the Glera. I thought this shit was a. Can you swim?
You ready?
So
He acts like I don't know that shit.
So what I'm trying to say is that I lost my train of thought.
All
That's
these
what I'm trying to
creators you were talking about, all these main creators.
Oh, they know who they are, man. They know who they are. They know where they stand in this shit.
Yep.
No, they talk about their subs. They know who they are. They know what they got. So why use your platform to like go after other dudes? So like what? So now if I speak on it, you guys are gonna gang up on me?
August 18, 2025. Keep talking, JFK. August 18, 2025, before a fucking wiretap. This is all before a wiretap. We didn't need Karen Reed to see the bullshit. We already seen the bullshit. And what's going on in June going into July next week? July is next week, ladies and gentlemen, isn't it? July is next week. We're almost at a year mark.
Right up.
We're almost at a year mark. What has changed? There's petty streams, there's drama, there's fights every day. This shit has not changed. We spoke on it right here and then when we had a real case on our hands. Standouts. No one populated them. Everybody wanted to go with the drama. They all wanted to roll with their leader. They're in denial. Keep talking, JFK.
Right.
How about this? I'll give you my address and come to my house and try that shit. So now if I speak on it, you guys are gonna gang up on me?
Right.
And keep in mind, I've been the swim guard for over 10 years.
How about this? I'll give you my address and come to my house and try that shit in the deep end.
Oh, what?
Can you swim?
Can you swim?
Can you swim?
That's right. The swim guard, baby.
Because everybody could talk shit out, you know what I mean, on the deck. You try that shit in the deep end, man.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing here?
What are we doing?
I thought this shit was about justice.
I thought it was
So
about
wait a minute,
justice.
so when I used to watch the Glera show, I used to watch Nurse Kim. She's on Court TV. How the fuck did they turn into let's cancel out this guy and fuck this dude and fuck that one and 4-hour streams? But yet, in my part of town, and this might not be to the Glera, because the Glera is not from Boston. He's out there, he's out this way. So I don't even hold it against him. But from where we're from,
yeah,
that shit's on the news every day with Francis Gigalotti.
Yeah, it was.
So they've seen it. In the tentacles, you got the Essex County DA
Talk about it.
with the chick Kelsey
Francis,
the Norfolk
Francis?
County DA. And the main thing I used to say was people are watching.
If you just tuned in right now, what date is it? It's August 18, 2025, people. I'm saying this then. Before all these other creators popped out, before there was all these Twitter accounts who became YouTube creators, before these people had the balls to even make YouTube channels. Now it's saturated with drama. It's saturated with it. This is before Ray from Dallas. This is before all this. I was saying this, putting it on the line. I was risking to lose subscribers. At this point, everybody loved us. The subscribers was through the roof, and I was speaking my truth, and I risked to lose. But at that point, I seen the writing on the wall, and I had my stance, and they knew it. They knew it. And at this point is when they turned their cheek on. It was a play by design to try to take this channel out, because they know I seen this shit, and I'm still seeing it, and you're still seeing it. What justice have they brought? What people have they helped? Nobody.
You know, it's not,
the trial
Hold on
with
one second.
Proctor, right? And I'm just trying to give people perspective. We're cheering on Scapiccio, talking about what a beast she is, but we never talk about Marquis Simmons, the guy who died. So as we're watching Scapiccio tear apart Lally, keep in mind Mizzy Cash.
And that's another thing that was happening. Everybody was watching the Scapiccio hearings with Proctor, but no one ever mentioned Marquis Simmons.
Is out on a $10,000 bail for murder one. So not only do you got Brian Albert on the loose,
What?
Higgins on the loose,
What?
you got Mizzy Cash on a $10,000 cash on a murder one. That's unheard of, Glera.
That's unheard of, Glera.
But we just don't even talk about that. We
No,
just
we
talk about, yay, look at her go at Proctor. Look at her kill Lally.
Yeah.
God, there's more tentacles, man. There's
What
plenty
about
to talk
Marquis?
about. So let's talk about it all. Let's give awareness. The
Yep.
pop is cool. I get it. And,
Yep.
and what I'm saying is we all know better. We know the pop is just that. It's a pop.
Yep.
But we need to keep this thing going. This shit is going to kill it.
What
That's
shit?
all I'm saying.
The drama.
This type of behavior is going to kill it.
Oh, yeah. It's going to kill it.
That's just my opinion.
That's my opinion.
All right. Well, I don't know if you've been reading.
If you guys want to watch that video, it's in the live section. The elephant in the room. It's 10 months ago. If one of my mods can put that video up, the YouTube link. There's more to it. The Glera actually comes on, and so don't LTL. And we get down to the bottom of their beef. But it hasn't stopped. That was August 18, 2025. Since then, there's probably been about 100 petty streams on LTL. There's been about 100 fake accounts killing LTL. There's the fake BLT. What happened to him? There was a guy named BLT that made his own channel, but then he got doxxed, and he never came back because he was scared.
Yeah.
But when he was hiding behind that BLT, Avi, that sandwich, when he was hiding behind it, he thought he was powerful. He thought he was powerful. But as soon as people found out his real name and knew his face, he disappeared. And that's the point. And these are the people that you allowed to come into this community. You allowed these fucking gypsies, as you would say, come into this community. People that you don't know who they are, what they are, and you allow them to come in and infect this shit. And since then, it's been poisoned. And now here you are, a year later, tuberculosis, saying, hey, guys, let's just chill with the drama. Let's talk about my case. Well, we were saying that last year. Let's talk about Francis' case. And then your thing was, well, it's a conflict of interest. At this point, TB, it's a conflict of interest to talk about your case. And everybody sees it that way because, A, your case ain't bringing in the money. The drama, the way it's been curated, and the space that's in, the money is in the drama. It's not in your case. No one gives a fuck about your case. Talking about your case ain't bringing in the money. So the drama goes on. Why do you think this dude's doing petty streams every night? He doesn't care about you.
Yeah, they just want to tune in on that last court date to find out what's going to happen.
That's it. They don't care. You had a chance, tuberculosis, when you seen this shit, to step in and be like, yo, what are we doing? We need to speak on these things. Let's hold it down. Let's be more positive. Let's not call this person to see you next Tuesday. Let's not record Karen Reed. Let's not go after Meredith. Let's not go after all my friends. Let's not do 3-day live streams about my ex-girlfriend. I mean, you're a weirdo. You did a 3-hour stream about your ex-girlfriend. No matter how you look at it, break it down. I don't want to hear what she did, what you did. In the end, that was your girlfriend who visited you in jail. It was your business, and you put it out for the world to see. That's weirdo behavior. And now here you are trying to tell people, hey, let's just forget about all that and let's concentrate on my prosecution. I didn't do it. Well, based on your behavior, people are judging you more on that. They could care less about how innocent you are. They see how guilty you are in real life and how fucked up a person you are. So they're balancing it out. They're just like, well, basically, how fucked up a person you are, you kind of deserve to be in jail. You're a monster. And you don't see it. And just like these people don't see, that's not the way this works. You shouldn't be in jail. But people are just looking at it that way. It's a conflict of interest, my man, because you, my dude, are trash. Your boy Glera is trash. So don't ever question JFK's integrity, because before there was even a shot thrown at us, before there was even us even mentioned on Turtle Boy's platform with disrespect, I called that dude out and called everybody out and was willing to take that hit. When I had less people, when I had less of an audience, when I was only a year in, I'm 2 years in now. I was weak. I could have destroyed myself, but I did that for Francis Gigalotti because what I seen is what I seen. And I can't believe that no one else seen what I saw because it wasn't about this.
Yeah, we're seeing all this shit unfolding, man. And I mean, there's been, a lot of things have gone along with it too. There's been even people, different creators that they've had personal problems, and it doesn't help,
It's the same shit. It's going on right now. Just did a petty stream on Jess Machado tonight. Listen, when Jess Machado came in, she was new to the game, right? And that's how she wanted to come in. Her mindset of coming in was be like, you know, she wants to do it like in a radio way, like in a female way. She wants to be a character, and you know, and that's what she's about. And that's how she did this thing. And I'm not mad at her. I'm not mad at anybody's hustle.
No, I
But
mean she had kind of, in my eyes, her background was more political, I think, a little bit, and
Yeah.
and a political approach with something like this is, in politics, that you take sides. So I mean,
Right.
that's just, that's what ends up happening.
I don't think that she should have. I don't think that she should have went at LTL and tried to cancel him. And when it started happening, she let it shitstorm out of the way because now it's happening to her. You know what I mean?
I remember.
And
I remember watching one of her streams, and she had like this. She had this, like, I don't know if she had a black marker.
Yeah, she does it.
Was drawing, where you are on this totem pole.
Yeah, yeah. JFK's
where
JFK's.
the fuck does she fall in on that? And then, they did a
Nice.
fundraiser for TB, and she was on there, and she made something real nice. She wanted to put everybody in a category above the line. Let's draw the line. Like, who are you gonna do a fucking, who's gonna be on Ratchet Madness next year? Like, what happens now?
What happens now? The thing is, with me, it's that, like, this is what's going to happen. You're going to eat each other because the ecosystem, you guys you're just eating each other. We're vaccinated. There's nothing you could say about us that hasn't been already said. I don't care what you got to say. I have the backup. Every bit of content I went over tonight was my own. I didn't have to go use somebody else's content. This was all my content. I could go play all my own shit. When I played the Francis Gigalotti, it wasn't news clips. It was my content. What we went down there, Kev went down there to talk to the mother. It was our work, right? And it is what it is. It's not that big of a deal. Anybody could do it, but the point is we did it, right? And it's our content. And that's the point. We're content creators. We want to continue to move the needle. We want to continue to build content. And they don't. They want to continue to be spectacles, contrarians, go against popular belief, being mean to people. Being mean to people is not a good thing. It's just not good. Most people would say being mean is bad, but they want to be spectacles. And that's what contrarians are. They become spectacles. They try to talk their way out of it. So you know what you do to contrarians? You fact check them. And tonight, that's all I did was fact check you. So you could go on your little spectacle, on your little petty, and try to make cute adjectives and make it like a spectacle. And hey, we're going petty tonight, and make some queer fucking thumbnail and fucking whatever you want to do and try to make it some big spectacular thing. But in the end, the bones of it, it's corny, just like you, and it's fake, just like you, because all I did was fact check you, and you can't do the same. You can't do the same. Because when that recording came out, Karen Reed reached out to you, not to me, Clara. She reached out to you, and you turned your back on her. The same guy who had Shorty's back, the same guy who had Jess's back, the same guy who had Baker's back, but you didn't have Karen's. Picture that. Why? Are you afraid of Turtle Boy? Is that what it was? You was afraid he was going to write a blog on you? Why? What are you afraid of, boy? That's just facts.
It's sad, how you see the different behaviors, and you end up, like I said, shaking hands with people. And the biggest thing that I know you always try to stress it, and there is a reason that we talk about it. We have a problem aligning with that. We can't align with that. That's not,
it's not right.
There is no room for alignment with us with that.
Right. And we've been saying that. We've been saying that. We can't how you know how hard it is to sit there and know someone called Peggy O'Keefe see you next Tuesday? What you know what I mean? But but in the end, it's
Hey,
okay.
bro.
But
There's been times. Let me tell you something. And I'll say this right here, man. On your, there's been times that these people have bashed me. Oh, Heavy Kev.
Yeah.
Yeah. Heavy Kev this, Heavy Kev. Oh yeah. Oh, he's round. Hey man, nobody knows what goes on in my life.
Right.
Sometimes people struggle with things.
Indeed. And that's the thing. We
Maybe
can't align
maybe I can, talk about that at a later date. But nobody knows what's going on in my life.
Oh.
And we'll talk about that. But it just shows you, man, how, some people just don't see or can understand a level of respect for people, regardless of their opinion. It's just ugly behavior. And I don't think I could say it again or enough, but over here we don't align with shit like that.
Nah, and that's the point, man. I just think the narrative of this channel that we took an opportunity to divide a movement, then what were we doing in August? We were trying to divide it then too. Because we were saying the same shit in August. We were saying this shit in August. The difference is the player was different. It went from LTL, it went from Mikey Crawford to LTL to Karen Reed. And it was only a matter of time before we got in the scope. And all we did was stand on our square. That's all we did. We didn't use Karen Reed. We were saying that before Karen Reed. You don't think we knew that you know how many people would never say what we said back in August of 2025? And keep in mind, during that time, Turtle Boy was in the chat a lot of the times. During that time, all these people were in our chat. Everybody was watching us. And keep in mind, I never asked Turtle Boy to be on my show. He asked to be on my show. I never asked him to come on my show. I never did that ever in life. He asked to be on my show. Same with the Glera. The Glera asked me to be on his show. The Glera reached out to me. I got the receipt to that. He played me in the morning of June 2nd of 2024. I don't know if it was the second, but it was the second day of deliberation. He played my video. And he even says when he went over my video, he says, I never looked at the waterfall video. I never looked at the heel toe. This guy got a point. He never seen it, but I seen it. There's no hot takes. His frame of mind was the Karen Reed case is hot. He went over, that's what he does. He went over some things. He read some things. He played the role. He knows how to play the role. That's good. I'm not knocking his hustle. Do your thing, Playboy. But when he comes in and tries to make it seem like he's Mr. Community, that's opposite of what he is. That's opposite. He's using that to fool you. But in reality, you're not in his future plans. The community, you build the community for the future. There's no future in his fronting. There's no future in his fronting because he's fronting on all y'all. Because he's going to turn his back. I'm telling you. And I said this last year. Just wait for another year. I'll be back to play this. I'll be back. So whatever. Just don't ever question my integrity and question about what side I'm on. There's a difference between, because it's not, it's what you earn and what you negotiate. And I think I negotiated with my long game. It's not what you expect. What is it? Not what you, it's not what you expect. It's what you negotiate. And I feel like I negotiated with my long game is enough for putting in the work. Like we got this little negotiation where it's like, trust me, man. You know what I mean? Just trust me. Tune in tomorrow. We'll put some more pieces to the puzzle, and that's why they stick around. But the ones who just jumped off real fast because you've seen one live of me and James and assumed that I was falling in line, you're out of line. And just like in the words of E-Pags, I drew the line. So I don't want to hear that shit.
You know, and at
Thank
the
you,
end of the
Shannon.
day, man, you know, we will be on the right side of it all.
Exactly.
You know,
and the people that are jumping in, all these new content creators all want their channel to grow. So all these new content creators are jumping in and standing behind it and making it, you know, adding gasoline to the fire because they want they're not really content creators. You know what I mean? Like they don't know anything else because you guys never showed them anything else. So all you people out there that want to be content creators and influencers, do me a favor. Go check out the Read Between the Lines playlist. Go check out the Eddie O'Brien playlist. Check out the Francis Gigalotti videos. Go check that out and learn from that and find yourself a case, find yourself something you're interested in and go hard and build on it, right? And see what you can uncover, see what you can bring to it. The Mackenzie, Natalie, Bubba, see what you can bring. Todd interviews, my man Rico did an interview. Like just keep trying to build your shit. Because the blueprint you're following now, you're not going to be here for. You're going to be in and you're going to be out. Trust and believe. Your longevity is in question, and that's my advice to you. So as much as you hate us, take my advice. Because we've been here for 2 years. I don't know how long you guys are going to be. Because listen, you guys could talk all the shit you want and say, hey, I don't care about people talking about me on the internet. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Nobody likes to wake up to tweets about people doing fucking lives on them. Nobody likes that shit. You know what I mean? Because you're already subjecting yourself to a chat every night. You're subjecting yourself to criticism, of course. But when you basically ignite a cult, you don't want that. So some of you guys feel like you have to fall in line so the cult don't attack. And Nurse Kim is crying, saying that's the reason why. That was my opinion. She didn't say that, but my opinion was she was crying because she didn't know what to do. She was in a pickle. If she goes against Turtle Boy, what was going to happen? And even the Glera said it when he did the Penny stream. If I turn around and go against you, then people are going to come at me.
And not for nothing, but they all seen what the fuck would happen because it happened to us.
Yeah. And they don't care. Nurse Kim never apologized to us. Nurse Kim never apologized. Glare, you guys kind of owe us an apology if you really think about it. All the shit we took for what? Because we were saying this back then.
I know. We put the caution tape up fucking months ago. You know?
We said that, like we said, hey, let's kill the drama. Let's all talk about something, man. Like, just look at this. Look at this video. 7 cops on this guy's neck. He's screaming help. What do you need to see? What do you need to see? It's July. It's 90 degrees out. He's screaming, I can't breathe. He's screaming, help. 7 cops. He's handcuffed. They can't just roll him over. Sit him up.
Sit him up. Yeah.
That's it. That's not murder to you.
They
Why?
had, and like when we watched the video, they had ample times to secure him.
Ample times, but no one wanted to talk about it because you know why? One guy chose not to talk about it, and you want to talk about following in line. That's it. And it's the same guy who's bitching and complaining. Hey, everybody, let's go over my stuff. And you got some drunk lady in Florida making some fucking shot. Go ahead, congratulations. She'll be next. She'll be next. Yeah. That's the thing. All you people who came from the drama, it's only a matter of time before you get targeted, and you'll disappear. You'll disappear. Because you never was in it for the justice. You never wanted to be here. You just came in here for a pop. You came in here to be a spectacle. You came here to see what it was like. But that's it. You wanted to get a taste. But you're really not about this. You're really not about truth. You're just here. You're just doing it just to do it. There's a difference. To do it just to do it. Like, are you about it or are you just doing it just to do it? We're not doing it just to do it. We're trying to be here for the long run. We're trying to build. We're trying to reach 1 million subscribers. What you're trying to do is you're just trying to get accepted by a cult. Fuck that cult. That cult is a dot to the big world. Is a dot. That little thing you're trying to represent, that little fucking hope that you have, that you could be accepted in that cult, that's a dot to the big world. And trust and believe, we're going to break through, and everybody's going to see what we got going. It's only a matter of time. Well, I think that sums that up.
Yeah.
Good show.
I think it was, man. You know, I think there's still room for more conversation, but you know, we'll save that for another time. You know,
and with that being said, I go by the name of JFK.
And I go by the name of Kevy Kev 781.
Hit him up, Kevy Kev 781 on the Cash App. Ladies and gentlemen, go ahead, man, and light it up on the way out. Drop it, light it up. Let me see you guys match that energy.
Gamers, it is time to match the energy. Let's feel the energy.
JFK in the mix.
Come on.
Get up. Get up. Stomp your feet. Let's get down.
Match the energy. Turbulence in the chat keeps the plane running. We are all we got. The pivot is magical. One's up.
JFK in the mix.
All of my bonus got a cold. The motherfuckers acting tension on my roller.
Selected.
Every now and then I look up to the sky, and while the minutes pass I lose track of time, but all I gotta do is try to spend it right. Let's take one more time to celebrate like there ain't no tomorrow. So let's just make a memory, 'cause tomorrow will be too late. Don't think twice and hesitate, 'cause it's all that we got for now. Just one more time to make it great, yeah. Just one more time.
At the drive-thru, send the super chat, it's just like that. We roll with a fly crew. We making smoothies after this, so I need 2 straws. We don't give 2 fucks. I am the one they adore.
May I help you? May I help you?
Yes, hi. Who's that working today?
Marisol.
Marisol, my aunt. Yeah, my Aunt Marisol. I used to love that bitch until she fucking sold me out. Yeah, she became a psychic. She started reading cards. I think she put a hex on me.
Excuse me, ma'am, are you talking to me? Are you talking to me?
No, not you, Marisol. I know. I go live. I live stream. I made $10,000 last month. Do you need a job?
What?
Yeah, I know they're not probably paying good here. You make a hell of a bagel. One thing about this fucking lady Marisol, Bunny, she makes the best bagels. The way she makes it, it's different. I mean, every Starbucks you go to is different. I mean, the bagels here, they're low carbs. They're really good. And the oat milk shaken espresso, you got to get the venti.
You want the shaken espresso? Oat milk? You want?
Yes, I'll take the venti. The oat milk shaken espresso.
Brown sugar? You want the brown sugar?
Can you add the purple shit there?
You want the coconut instead of the brown sugar?
What is it?
You want the coconut instead of the brown sugar?
The purple shit that they're displaying on the screen. I don't know if it's coconut, it's purple. How much purple shit do you got in there? I mean, like, what the fuck? I mean, obviously they made it purple, so you just say the purple shit. Like, I don't know it's coconut.
So you want the coconut instead of the brown sugar? Okay, I got you.
Yes. Thank you, Marisol. Thank you so much. Yeah, bunnies, besties, bunnies. I made $5,000 in the last couple of days, and someone just sent me a cash app. Let's see how much they sent. Well, honey, I'm not going to be able to read that. $5, I'm not reading that. I know my worth. $5. I don't care it's fucking Father's Day. I don't give a fuck, okay? Send more than $5. Thank you, Marisol. Is the bagel toasted?
You didn't tell me to toast the bagel. You wanted it toasted?
I got my window down. It's hot out here. You know what they say about AC, right? If you leave your AC on and put the window down, you're going to lose gas. I mean, speed it up, people. Come on. Toast the bagel. I come here every day, Marisol, for Christ's sakes. I got a Venmo. See, that's more like it. You send me $50. Yes. I don't give a fuck. They all could come at me. I don't care. I just do what I got to do. I don't care about my flaws. I embrace them. And just for that $50, you know what I'm going to do? Marisol.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Can you put a cake pop on that order?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
And I'm going to eat this fucking cake pop and fuck Will the Glera. And I don't care about Nurse Kim because I try to be your friend. I tried. JFK, I don't care about that hood booger. He's slumming it. Can I get a straw?
Yes, of course you can get a straw.
Can I get 2? I'm making a smoothie later. Thank you, Marisol. Besties, bunnies, besties.
At the drive-thru, send the super chat, it's just like that. We roll with a fly crew. We making smoothies after this, so I need 2 straws. We don't give 2 fucks. I am the one they adore. Yeah. Send the super chat.
He was on her show, I think this past week or the week before. It's the only show that got the views. That show got 25,000 views, and that's because JFK brings the views. I have a secret feeling about the JFK thing, by the way. They said that, like, there's a bitch in the mix. They were talking about me with the Brian LTL thing, and I reserved my feelings on it because JFK is cute, and I kind of have a thing about. I do. I know JFK is cute, and I kind of have a thing about. I do. I know it's
that Boston Southie thing or what. I don't know what it is. See what happens when Jeffrey leaves.
So I actually. I do kind of pop in on their lives. Also,
I do kind of pop in on.
Everybody say hi to Jess. Hi, Jess. Jess.
On their lives. Also,
I don't know what it is, but something comforting about these guys being up in Boston and just like, and the guy that dances, I don't know what it is. But
anyway, so.
What's one thing life taught you? If you take your top lip and connect it to your bottom lip, you will shut the fuck up.
Peace out, people. Come on.
Before I go, happy birthday, VIP, to the lovely Natalie D, 621, and the leader of the pack, What the Duck, 23, aka Mama Duck. Happy birthday, ladies. Long game is love and appreciate you both. Peace to both my mods. Happy birthday to Natalie and What the Duck. Let's go, girls. You already know. One more time.
One more.
One more time. Happy birthday, ladies.
Every now and then I look up to the sky, and while the minutes pass I lose track of time, but all I gotta do is try to spend it right. Let's take one more time to celebrate.